Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. And today we're doing a D&D 2024 subclass tier list. So, the last video, first video on the channel, is a class tier list. And we kind of, based on took a baseline view of each class and their subclasses. Didn't really look at the subclasses too much, just took them into account when tiering them. However, now we're going to get into the meat and bones of the subclasses. And we're going to go from first to last according to the book because simplicity's sake. And so this is probably going to be quite a long one, but in the end, I think it's going to be worth it. Um, and we all like watching very long videos for no reason at all. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to it. All right. So, first of all, we have the Path of the Berserker subclass for the Barbarian. And this is your pretty standard, I'm going to hit you back after you hit me. It's got Frenzy, Mindless Rage, Retaliation, Intimidating Presence. And for those of you that are new to the game, a lot of that doesn't make any sense. Well, even if I read to you what they did, if you are new to the game, a lot of it probably won't make sense either way, to be honest with you, until you actually start playing the game. But, um, even then, let's get a little bit further into it. So, Frenzy, basically, you use Reckless Attack, Rage is active, and you deal extra damage. So, it's always nice. Then at level 6, you get Mindless Rage, immunity to Charmed and Frightened while your Rage is active. Very nice. You get Retaliation at level 10. When you take damage from a creature that is within 5 feet of you, you take a reaction, make one melee attack against a creature using a weapon or an unarmed strike. Yeah, you hit me, I hit you. And then level 14, you get Intimidating Presence. Bonus action, strike terror into others with your menacing presence. Each creature of your choice in a 30-foot emanation originating from you must make a wisdom saving throw, or they're frightened for a minute. And it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Honestly, it's more battlefield control than anything. Um, and we like it. We like it a lot. Got 4 tiers for this video. We have all powerful. That's a lot of damage. That'll do, donkey, and not good. And listen, not good is not saying that you can't make something out of it. There is nothing in D&D that you can't make something out of. So I just want to clear that up. If something goes in not good, that does not mean that it's trash or bad or anything. It's just, and also, this is just exaggerated for dramatic effect. So we have to throw something in the bottom. So, all right, Path of the Berserker. And okay, so we're gonna read the 4 for each class, and then we're gonna tier the 4, and then read the 4 for the next class, and then tier the 4. So we're gonna take it in packs of 4. All right, Path of the Wild Heart. In the last video, or in the first video, the class tier list, there was one of the barbarian subclasses that I said I wasn't so much of a fan of, and this is a 1. It's good. It's a utility subclass for the barbarian. However, I think I like the barbarian more whenever they're able to specialize more into one thing than be able to do a whole bunch of things. But I think there's an argument to be said that it should be placed higher than I'm going to place it. So, hey, my opinion, not everybody's going to agree with it. So, Path of the Wild Heart, you get Animal Speaker, which makes sense. You get Rage of the Wilds, where you get a bear, eagle, or wolf to choose from, and each of those give you specific bonuses or buffs to yourself. Bear specifically, people love because it gives you resistance to every damage type except Force, Necrotic, Psychic, and Radiant, uh, which is like it's really good. Eagle, activate your rage. You can take the disengage and dash actions as part of that bonus action. Wolf basically gives you pack tactics. So basically, when you have an enemy of yours within 5 feet of you, all of your allies get advantage on the enemy. Really good for a 1v5 boss situation. like when you're fighting a dragon or something. A very good one to have. The next one, Aspect of the Wild, gives you another three: the owl, the panther, and the salmon. Owl gives you dark vision, and if you already have it, then it gives you an extended range for up to 120 feet. The panther gives you a climb speed, which is really good, and the salmon gives you a swim speed, which is also really good. So overall, I like the panther and salmon a lot because, like I said, it fills out the utility belt for the subclass that the subclass tries to give the barbarian. And so you get nature speaker, basically same as level 3, except you get the commune with nature spell. And then you get power of the wilds, and then that's another 3 at level 14. You get the falcon, lion, and ram. Falcon gives you a fly speed equal to your speed if you aren't wearing any armor, which you're probably not as a barbarian. Even though the even though the art for this one shows off the girl wearing armor. The lion, while your rage is active, any of your enemies within 5 feet of you have disadvantage on attack rolls against targets other than you. And then ram, while your rage is active, you can cause a large or smaller creature to have the prone condition when you hit it with a melee attack. Very powerful with the topple mastery if you have that with the warhammer. Very good. All right, so the next two, these are my absolute favorites of this class. We have Path of the World Tree and Path of the Zealot. Path of the World Tree is awesome. We have Vitality of the Tree, basically giving you and your allies temporary hit points. Then you get Branches of the Tree, which you teleport a creature to you. It's simple enough, right? I can only imagine the kinds of things you can do with that. Enemy archer for across a chasm, across a 20-foot chasm. Hey, no, you right here now. And it says, let's see, what does it specifically say? The target must succeed a strength saving throw or be teleported to an unoccupied space you can see within 5 feet of yourself or in the nearest unoccupied space you can see. You can just take that person, put them over there, and they fall down a 60-foot cliff. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh man, that's so good. We love to see it. Battering Roots gives you 10 feet greater reach with any melee weapon that has heavier versatile. And it's basically the tendrils of the world tree extend from your weapon, and it gives you the push or topple mastery. And then you get travel along the tree. You can teleport. Let's see. You can teleport up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. And then once per rage, you can increase the range of that teleport to 150 feet with 6 other willing creatures. Dude, this subclass. Next time I play a barbarian, I really want to play a zealot, but next time I play a barbarian, I think World Tree is what I'm going to go with because I can only imagine possibilities with this. So yeah, that's really good. Then we get the Path of the Zealot, another one that just sounds like an amazing time. You get Divine Fury, basically more damage when you hit. Yeah. And the extra damage is Necrotic or Radiant, which is really good. Basically, think of this being your version of Divine Smite. Because the Zealot is a barbarian that is in union with a god. So, yeah, pretty good. Warrior of the Gods. You have a pool of 4d4s that you can spend to heal yourself. So you become the tankiest of tanks. You get Fanatical Focus. Oh, and that also increases for certain levels as well. Level 6, you get 5 dice. So already at level 5, you can heal yourself for up to 60 hit points. And at level 5, trust me, you're not having 60 hit points. So you can get yourself back up to max HP very quickly. And then you get Fanatical Bonus, or Focus, my bad. Once per rage. You fail a saving throw, you can re-roll it with a bonus equal to your rage damage bonus. Very good. Zealous Presence. As a bonus action, you unleash a battle cry. Up to 10 other creatures of your choice within 60 feet of you gain advantage on attack rolls and saving throws until the start of your next turn. Very good. And then Rage of the Gods gives you a couple different things. Yeah, you get 3 different things. So you get Flight, you get Resistance to Necrotic, Psychic, and Radiant damage, and you get Revivification. That is extremely good, man. What a subclass. So, okay, the first 4 subclasses. Here we go. Barbarian subclasses. We're gonna put Path of the Berserker. I think we're gonna go with mid to bottom of that's a lot of damage. Yeah. Path of the Wild Heart. I think that'll do donkey. Yep. Path of the World Tree. I think that's going to go near probably at the end of this video, it'll probably be at the top, near the top of that's a lot of damage. And Path of the Zealot. Oh, wait, no. Hold on, I messed this up. Path of the, oh my gosh. Are these 2 subclasses going to go in all powerful? Okay, alright, hear me out. Let's just put these in all powerful for now. I think Path of the World Tree has a better argument for being all powerful versus a Zealot. Dude, no. I think both of them have quite the argument for all powerful. Yeah. I think that's where these are going to go. I have a feeling some people are not going to be happy with Path of Wild Heart being there, and that'll do donkey. But you know, that comes with the tier list. Alright, next we have the Bard subclasses. We have the College of Dance. This one's a fun one. However, I don't think it's as good as the rest, but we will get to that. First thing you get is Dazzling Footwork. You get Dance Virtuoso. My bad. You have advantage on any charisma performance check that involves you dancing. So you're just talking to the shopkeep, trying to... oh, no, never mind. That's a performance check. Never mind. You get unarmored defense. Actually pretty decent, because it is your dexterity and charisma modifiers. You could do some good stuff with that. Agile strikes. Bonus action. Oh wait, you can expend the use of your bardic inspiration as part of an action. A bonus action or a reaction. You can make 1 unarmed strike as part of that action. That's cool. Yeah, that's pretty good. We like that. Basically, you can do your action. You can take a potion. And then, as a reaction to someone doing something, you can just be like, nope, Bardic Inspiration. There you go. Okay, that's cool. And then, Bardic damage. Dexterity instead of strength for the attack rolls of your unarmed strikes. Pretty good. We like that. And you get all 4 of those as soon as you take this subclass. So honestly, yeah, that's like one of the few where it's like you gain 4 different things at the same time. Pretty good. Inspiring movement. Enemy sees you. Enemy you can see that ends its turn in 5 feet of you. Take a reaction and expend 1 use of your bardic die to move up to half of your speed. Then 1 ally of your choice within 30 feet of you can also move up to half their speed using their reaction. So basically you're just swapping, and it doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity. So you're basically like, oh, the barbarian's over there. I want to move that way. Bardic die, I'm moving that way. Hey, you, come here. So, yeah, pretty good. Tandem footwork. When you roll initiative, you can expend 1 use of your bardic inspiration. If you don't have the incapacitated condition, when you do so, roll your bardic inspiration die. You and each ally within 30 feet of you who can see or hear you gains a bonus to initiative equal to the number rolled. That's pretty good. We like that. We like the bonuses to initiative. I feel like that's an extremely powerful one if a lot of you take alert, and then you got a tandem footwork subclass, or no, College of Dance subclass with that. I feel like you can do some really good stuff with that. And then leading evasion. Subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dexterity saving throw, take only half damage. You instead take no damage. That's pretty good. We like that. College of Glamour. College of Glamour traces. Oh, my bad. I'm not going to read the whole thing. Jeez. Beguiling Magic is the first thing that it gets at level 3. Always have Charm Person and Mirror Image spells prepared. Immediately after you cast an enchantment or illusion spell using a spell slot, you can cause a creature you can see within 60 feet of yourself to make a Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the target has a Charmed or Frightened condition. Dude, so good. Some of this stuff is like, wow. You gotta read it, but it's really, really good. um, and then they also get Mantle of Inspiration. As a bonus action, you can expend a use of Bardic Inspiration. When you do so, choose a number of creatures within 60 feet of yourself. Each of those creatures gains a number of temporary hit points equal to 2 times the number you rolled. That's pretty good. And then each can use its reaction to move up to its speed without provoking opportunity. How good? Bards are so good at just controlling the battlefield. It's kind of crazy. Like, this one in particular can just control any battlefield, pretty much. You always have command spell prepared. Very nice. You can cast it as a bonus action. And an Unbreakable Majesty. As a bonus action, you can assume a magically majestic presence. Whenever any creature hits you with an attack roll for the first time on a turn, the attacker must succeed on a Charisma saving throw against your spell save DC, or the attack misses instead. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, hey, what are you gonna do? I mean, what do you gotta say? That's pretty good. I'm not gonna say that's as great as. Hold on, let me read that one more time just to make sure that I'm reading it correctly. No, that's good. That's really good. Yeah, no, that is really good. Never mind. Basically saying, hey, you gotta roll a saving throw or you miss me. College of Lore, probably my favorite out of the rest of the Bard subclasses. Bonus proficiencies. You take Skilled whenever you're making your character, and then you have this. You have 6 skills now, and then the next level up, you get another feat, and you can take the Skilled again, giving you 9 skills of that you're proficient in. Game changer. I think that's an absolute game changer. You get Cutting Words. Basically, I know this because of Baldur's Gate 3. This College of Lore I know very deeply because of Baldur's Gate 3. At least as far as cutting words go, I was a master at that. Basically, any enemy attacking an ally or doing anything really against you, expend use of your Bardic Inspiration. You basically tell them, hey, you're trash, and then they miss, more than likely. Magical Discoveries. Learn 2 spells of your choice from the Cleric, Druid, or Wizard spell list. And it can be any combination. Yeah, that's pretty. I mean, we like that. And Peerless Skill. When you make an ability check or an attack roll and you fail, you're going to spend 1 use of a Bardic Inspiration. You roll it, add the number to the d20, potentially turning a failure into a success. And by level 14, I want to see something. By level 14, Zoe, what are you doing? Hi there. Yes, this is my doggo. Everybody say hi to the doggo. Alright. Alright. So, anyways. By level 14, you're looking at a D10, and the next level up, you're getting a D12. So, yeah, you can turn a 2 into a 12. You can turn, yeah, well, we all know what that means. So, anyways, no, that's a very good thing to have for level 14. And then College of Valor. You get Combat Inspiration, Defense and Offense. You get Martial Training, Proficiency with Martial Weapons, and Medium Armor and Shields. Extra Attack. You get Battle Magic. Yeah, that's pretty good. The College of Valor is just your bard that can do damage kind of guy, and we love him for it. It's not so much of a control the battlefield, but for what it lacks in that, it makes up for in I'm going to stab you a lot. So that's the one that sings while in battle, um, about about the things that he's about to do to you. So, all right. Next up, we have the oh, let's tier it. Let's tier them. All right. So the College of Dance. All right. So the College of Dance, we're probably going to look at that and put it in. I think that goes below Path of the Wild Heart within That'll Do Donkey. I think the College of Glamour. I think the College of Glamour is the baseline for That's a Lot of Damage. If you want to get into the That's a Lot of Damage club, you got to be better than the College of Glamour. The College of Lore. I think there's a case to be made that it is in That's a Lot of Damage. It's not the fact that it's doing a lot of damage per se, but I mean, you're doing quite a bit. Yeah, yeah. It's just battlefield control can go in a lot. That's a lot of damage simply because if you are controlling the battlefield, then that allows the rest of your teammates to do a lot of damage. So, College of Valor. I think the College of Valor goes in between. Yeah, in between. I think maybe the College of Valor is actually the baseline for That's a Lot of Damage. I think that's fair because I like putting the College of Glamour above it and the College of Lore above it because I think those two, with the control that they have over their skill checks and the battlefield control, I think outweighs the way that the College of Valor is able to do damage. Yeah, yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. All right, next we have the Cleric subclasses. All right, we got some good ones in here. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. We have the Life Domain. Very simple, easy, straightforward. I'm going to heal everybody, and they're going to like it a lot. That's pretty much how that goes. I don't think I'm really going to spend a lot of time reading that one out because it's just a lot of healing. That's Let's see, is there even? Yeah, no. Every single thing that you get is yep, for healing. So yeah, that's it. Life Domain, very good. We all like staying alive. The Light Domain. Light Domain, I can summarize this very easily. You're there. Here's this giant sun in my hand. You're dead. That's how that goes. That's how Light Domain is. um, yeah. Not really much else to say there. Except for level 17. Oh, okay, hold on. So, level 6. No. Oh, level 3, you get the Warding Flare. Creature that you can see makes an attack roll. You can react to impose disadvantage. And then level 6, you get that improved. That's crazy. We love that. And then Corona of Light, as a magic action, you can cause yourself to emit an aura of sunlight. So, if any of the subclasses were to be ranked by aura, we have Light Domain at S tier for aura. Let's see here. We're looking at Corona of Light with the aura. Enemies in bright light have disadvantage on saving throws against your Radiance of Dawn and any spells that deal fire or radiant damage. That's so good, dude. Light Domain and Life Domain go together like peanut butter and jelly, and it's not even a question. Next, we have Trickery Domain. This one's a little bit more loosey-goosey. It's a little bit more funny-wunny, but you get Blessing of the Trickster, choose yourself, or a willing creature to have advantage on stealth checks. Pretty good, pretty good. And then you get Invoke Duplicity. Expend one use of your channel divinity to create a perfect visual illusion of yourself. Illusion can cast spells It can distract and it can move. Very good. um, and then you get your domain spells, and then this is what I was talking about, the Trickster's Transportation. Invoke Duplicity, and then you can teleport, swapping places with the illusion. Very good. And then you get Improved Duplicity, and so the illusion gets Shared Distraction, and then it also gets Healing Illusion. Yep. Very good. And then next you got the War Domain. And War Domain is pretty self-explanatory. It basically gets extra attack, except that it takes it as a bonus action instead. And it can only do it so many times per short or long rest. And then you get a couple of spells, and then you gain resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage at level 17. Pretty good. I think level 17, by then, you probably, honestly, see, this is the thing. The resistance, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage, you probably, as a cleric, do you already have armor that basically negates that trait or feat that you get? I'm thinking probably yes. And it's unfortunate because that is a really good thing to have. I think a little bit earlier would be nice. I think probably level 14 would be a good spot for that, but, you know, what are you going to do? Alright, so, domains for clerics. Alright, life domain. I think that's going to go above all the bard subclasses for that's a lot of damage. I think it goes above Path of the Berserker too. It's healing a lot of damage. Light domain, right above that. Trickster, we're going to go... You're going to find that these cleric subclasses are crazy. Probably right below Path of the Berserker. And then War Domain, I think, goes below Light, but above Life. Yeah, I like that. I don't know. Light, I think Light maybe goes in the bottom of All Powerful. I like it. Yeah. War Domain's really good, but Light Domain, I think, beats out every domain here. Just because it's, honestly, it is really good. So that's where that's going to go. So with that, I'm going to make a cut here. Next time that I record another part of this video, it'll probably be the next day. You're going to see a change of clothes probably. I hope so. As long as I know what I'm doing, I'll change clothes, hopefully. And yeah, so I will see you in just a second. Bye. Alright. Well, I'm back. As you can see, new attire, just like promised. Anyways, so I left off on the Druid subclasses, yes, and we were taking a look at the Circle of the Land subclass and the Circle of the Moon. I think we got to Circle of the Moon, but anyways, I'm gonna just... Your guys aren't gonna see that part last time because I did get up to Circle of the Moon, so I'm just gonna restart at Circle of the Land, get my mind back together, and yeah, let's continue on with this video. Alright, so Circle of the Land, you get spells based on different land types, which is really cool. Kind of like a... It almost reminds me of how the Ranger used to have the favored land, or the favored terrain, that's what it was called. And yeah, it's interesting. I like the different choices of land, different types of terrain and stuff. I like it whenever any class really gets that. I think it's unfortunate that they got rid of that for the Ranger. And then, yeah, we'll get to that later. Anyways, so yeah, you get the different spells for different kinds of terrain, and then you get a feature called Land's Aid. You, as a magic action, you can expend a use of your wild shape and choose a point within 60 feet of yourself. Oh yeah, this is the one where you grow flowers in a cube, and you can move the cube, I believe. No. Nope. So, 10-foot radius sphere. and then it heals, and then enemies take damage. It's really cool. I like that one. I like that one a lot. It's a different kind of healing, and I think different kinds of healing that aren't just like, uh, words of healing or touch or potions. I think those are more interesting than all of that, and I like that ability. It's probably the coolest ability I like in the Circle of the Land. At level 6, you get Natural Recovery, basically recovering spell slots in different ways. When you finish a short rest, you can choose expended spell slots to recover. Yep, pretty cool. Alright, and then Nature's Ward, we get, based on the type of land you chose, you get a resistance. So if you went with arid, it's fire. If you're polar, then it's cold. If it's temperate, then it's lightning. If it's tropical, then it's poison. I really like that. And we get Nature Sanctuary at level 14. This is the 15-foot cube that you can move, and it gives people half cover. I like that. It's a Circle of the Land's actually pretty cool. I just wish it had a little bit more to it, but it's a support. It's your classic druid support subclass. I like it. Um, Circle of the Moon. This is basically you wild shape, and you stay in wild shape forever, because you get basically a whole bunch of buffs to your wild shape. You can yeah, because it increases your challenge rating, gives you armor class, gives you temporary hit points. You get different spells. You get improved forms. Then you get more improved forms. You get Moonlight Step, which allows you to teleport. Yeah, it's a pretty decent one. If you just want to become, uh, an animal and just stay as such. Let's see. I want to see challenge rating equal to 3. Let's see what that gives you. Hold on. All right. So I want to see something. Does that give you the ability to turn into a T-Rex? I believe it might. Let's see. No. Oh my gosh. T-Rex is CR8. Okay. All right. Well, that's unfortunate. That's my bad. I read that wrong. It's a maximum challenge rating for the form equals your druid level divided by 3. So at level 9, you get CR3 creatures. Let's see. What would it take for you to become a T-Rex? You could. That's fine. I don't know what's exactly in a CR6, but yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's fine. Yeah, Circle of the Moon's okay one. I probably need to play it in order to actually understand the hubbub about it. So maybe one day I'll probably come back to these old videos and be like, yo, what was I thinking? But other than that, yeah, okay. Next we got Circle of the Sea. I'm gonna be honest, Circle of the Sea is one of these ones where I'm just like, what is this for? I mean, it's very aquatic. Let's see, it would be good for like a aquatic style adventure, but you don't get those a ton. So let's see. Let's go through the Circle of the Sea and see what it's about. So, yeah, level 3, you get Circle of the Sea spells. So yeah, you get a whole bunch of spells. Wrath of the Sea gives you a bonus action that you can expend. Use of a wild shape to manifest a 5-foot emanation that takes the form of ocean spray that surrounds you for 10 minutes. Okay. When you manifest the emanation as a bonus action on your subsequent turns, you can choose another creature you can see in the emanation. The target must succeed on a con saving throw against your spell save DC or take cold damage, and the creature is large or smaller, it can be pushed up to 15 feet away from you. Yeah, that's fine. And you roll a number of d6s equal to your wisdom modifier for damage. Okay, that's cool. So if you have a pretty decent modifier, then that's a good amount of damage. I wish that damage went up at least once. Maybe it does. We'll see. The size of the emanation at level 6 you get aquatic affinity. The size of the emanation created by your Wrath of the Sea increases to 10 feet. In addition, you gain a swim speed equal to your speed. Okay. Stormborn, your Wrath of the Sea confers 2 more benefits while active. You get flight and you get resistance to cold, lightning, and thunder damage. It's fine. Okay. And at level 14, you get Oceanic Gift. Instead of manifesting the emanation of Wrath of the Sea around yourself, you can manifest it around one willing creature within 60 feet of yourself. Creature gains all the benefits of the emanation and uses your spell save DC and wisdom modifier for it. In addition, you can manifest the emanation around both the creature and yourself if you expend 2 uses of your wild shape instead of 1 when manifesting it. That's okay. That's pretty good. It's fine. It still makes me question a little bit why it's not a little bit more powerful. Maybe that's just me. But we'll move on to Circle of the Stars. At level 3, you get your star map. Gives you guidance and guiding bolt prepared, and you can cast guiding bolt without expending a spell slot. Pretty good. Number of times equal to your wisdom modifier, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. That's pretty good. If you lose it, you can perform an hour ceremony to magically recreate a replacement. Alright, we like it. Next, you get your starry form. As a bonus action, you can expend a use of your wild shape to take on a starry form rather than shape shifting. I like this. I love the art that goes with this as well. You get the Archer, the Chalice, and the Dragon. The Archer activates, and as a bonus action on your subsequent turns, while it lasts, you can make a ranged spell attack, hurling a luminous arrow that targets one creature within 60 feet of yourself. On a hit, the attack deals radiant damage equal to 1d8 plus your wisdom modifier. You get the Chalice. So it's a life-giving goblet. You heal hit points to a creature. You or another creature within 30 feet of you can regain hit points equal to 1d8 plus your wisdom modifier. And then the Dragon. The constellation of a wise dragon appears. When you make an intelligence or a wisdom check or a constitution saving throw, you maintain concentration. You can treat a roll of 9 or lower on the d20 as a 10. I like that. It's pretty good. You get Cosmic Omen, where you get a wheel and a woe. You roll it just says a die, so it doesn't matter which one. So you get a wheel or a woe, and the wheel is even, and that is you add a d6 to the number rolled to another creature's d20 test, and then you just subtract. Same thing for the woe, you just subtract the d6. That's pretty good. Twinkling Constellations. The constellations of your starry form improve. So basically you deal more damage as the Archer and give more life as the Chalice. And the Dragon, you gain a fly speed and you can hover. And then at level 14 you get Full of Stars. While in your starry form you become partially incorporeal, giving you resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. Okay, yep, pretty good. Alright, so Circle of the Land, actually, at first I put it not that high, but I think it'll go in the top of That'll Do Donkey. I like that. The Circle of the Moon, I think probably goes right. I think I'd like Circle of the Land more. Yeah. Circle of the Moon. Maybe I'll put Circle of the Moon above Circle of the Land. Yeah. I'm gonna change not good to huh. There we go. I like that because it makes me question. It makes me ask huh. For the ocean or Circle of the Sea. Circle of the Sea makes me question huh. So yeah, that goes there. And then Circle of the Stars, the best of the druids. I don't think it goes higher than That'll Do Donkey though. So other subclasses can make it go higher if you have a divination wizard and a College of Lore bard, and that I think that would be an extremely powerful group of subclasses to have, because it would give you the ability of basically seeing you become all seeing. So yeah, that's pretty good. All right, time for the fighter subclasses. So the first subclass we got here is the battle master. The first thing we get is combat superiority, which gives you your the superiority dice. You get maneuvers. You get you get a better saving throw for your strength or dexterity modifier. All right. Wait, hold on. Let me reread that. You get saving throws. If a maneuver requires a saving throw, the DC equals 8 plus your strength or dexterity modifier. Yeah, okay. Yep, fair enough. So basically, the DC just becomes higher. Alright. You get Student of War. You gain proficiency of one type of artisan's tools of your choice. And you gain proficiency in one skill of your choice from the skills available to fighters at level 1. Okay, very well. At level 7, you get Know Your Enemy. As a bonus action, you can discern certain strengths and weaknesses of a creature. Yeah, that's pretty good. You know if whether the creature has any immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities, and if the creature has any, you know what they are. I wish a ranger got this too. Why doesn't the ranger get this as a base class feature? I don't understand, unless I'm just missing something for the ranger. I don't understand why they don't get this, because it would make complete sense why the ranger would know this stuff. It does make sense for the subclass too here, but I think you can pretty much copy and paste this to the ranger, and it just makes a ranger that much better. Okay. Anyways, moving on. You get improved combat superiority. Superiority die becomes a D10. That's at level 10. At level 15, you get relentless. Once per turn, you can use a maneuver. You can roll 1d8 and use the number rolled instead of expending a superiority die. Okay. So basically giving you a extra. Oh, and that's once per turn. So you can just use a maneuver and just instead of 1d10, it's 1d8. Pretty good. Oh, and then at level 18, your superiority die becomes a d12, and then you get maneuver options. You get a whole bunch of different stuff. I'm not going to go through all of this. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can do with the maneuvers. Next is the champion, which is... We all know this is good. At level 3, you get improved critical. You critical hit on a 19 or a 20. You get remarkable athlete, which gives you advantage on initiative rolls and athletics checks. And if you score a critical hit, you can move up to half your speed without provoking opportunity attacks. You get an additional fighting style. At level 10, you get Heroic Warrior, which gives you Heroic Inspiration whenever you start your turn without it. Wow, that's actually really good. That's really good. That's really good. Holy crap. The thrill of battle drives you toward victory. During combat, you can give yourself heroic inspiration whenever you start your turn without it. So every turn, you can just have a heroic inspiration. That's actually really good. Okay. Level 15, you get another upgrade to your critical hit, and you can critical hit on an 18 to a 20. And then at level 18, you get Survivor. You defy death. You have advantage on death saving throws. Moreover, when you roll an 18 or 20, you gain the benefit of rolling a 20. Alright? Heroic Rally. At the start of each of your turns, you regain hit points equal to 5 plus your Constitution modifier if you are bloodied and have at least 1 hit point. I really like that. It makes sense as a level 18 feature, but I really like that. That's really cool. Champion is... I think Champion's a champion here, guys. What do you think? Alright, so next we have Eldritch Knight. Everybody loves Eldritch Knight. I don't know a single person that doesn't like Eldritch Knight. Eldritch Knight, you get spellcasting, as per usual. You get War Bond at level 3. You learn a ritual that creates a magical bond between yourself and one weapon. Alright, yeah, basically your weapon and yourself become bonded. You can't be disarmed. And you can have two bonded weapons. Very well. All right. At level 7, you get War Magic. When you make when you take the attack action on your turn, you can replace one of the attacks with a casting of one of your wizard cantrips. Okay. At level 10, you get Eldritch Strike. You learn how to make your weapon strikes undercut a creature's ability with it, to withstand your spells. When you hit a creature with an attack using a weapon, that creature has a disadvantage on the next saving throw it makes. Okay, cool. At level 15, you get Arcane Charge. When you use your action to surge, you can teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. Alright, cool. And then at level 18, you get Improved War Magic. When you take the attack action on your turn, you can replace two of the attacks with a casting of one of your level 1 or level 2 wizard spells that has a casting time of an action. Alright. Yeah, no, Eldritch Knight is really good as well. I mean, a fighter that can cast spells is... Yeah, we're there. That's peak. Alright, so Psy Warrior is the next fighter subclass, and this might not be completely new, but to me it is new because I never got the Tasha's Cauldron or anything like that. Any of the expansions for 5e. I only read the base 3 books, so this one is completely new to me. So let's see what it's about. Psionic Warrior at level 3. You get Psionic Energy, represented by a Psionic Energy dice. Alright, and then so your dice size is a d6, and then it goes up to d8, and then it goes up to d10, and then a d12, and you get 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, alright. Decent number at level 3. Let's see. You get a protective field when you or another creature you can see within 30 feet of you takes damage. You can take a reaction to expend one psionic energy die. You reduce the damage taken by the die. Okay, plus your intelligence modifier. Alright. Psionic Strike. You can propel your weapons with psionic force. Once on each of your turns, immediately after you hit a target within 30 feet of yourself with an attack and deal damage to it with a weapon, you can expend one psionic energy die, rolling it and dealing force damage to the target equal to the number rolled plus your intelligence. And then you get telekinetic movement. You can move in an object or a creature with your mind. See, I came up with a really cool idea whenever I first read this. You can do Thor with this. You can throw your hammer. You can throw a hammer and then telekinesis back. I think that would be really cool for someone to do. I'm gonna try that one day. You get Telekinetic Adept at level 7, which gives you a leap. You gain a fly speed. Wait, it says Psi-powered leap. As a bonus action, you gain a fly speed equal to twice your speed until the end of your turn. That's not a leap. That is that you fly. That's Psi-powered flight. I don't know why they call that a leap. And then you get Telekinetic Thrust. When you deal damage to a target with your Psionic Strike, you can force the target to make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, you can give the target the prone condition or teleport it up 10 feet horizontally. Okay, that's cool. At level 10, you get Guarded Mind. You have resistance to psychic damage. Moreover, when you start the turn with a Charmed or Frightened condition, you expend a psionic energy die to end it. Alright. At level 15, you get Bulwark of Force. You can shield yourself and others with telekinetic force. As a bonus action, any creatures within 30 feet of yourself, up to a number of creatures equal to your intelligence modifier. Each of the chosen creatures have half cover for 1 minute. Okay, cool, yeah. And then you get Telekinetic Master at the level 18. You always have the telekinesis spell prepared. With this feature, you can cast it without a spell slot or components, and your spell casting ability for it is intelligence. Okay. Very well. Alright, so on to the rankings here. I think Battlemaster, just for the pure versatility, I think Battlemaster can go on all powerful, and I think Champion can go on all powerful. I think that's fair. And then Eldritch Knight can go, and that's a lot of damage. I think it goes above Berserker but below the Life and War Domain Clerics. And then Psy Warrior can go right below Eldritch Knight, I think. Yeah, I like that ranking. That's a decent ranking right there. Okay. Next, we have the Monk. Let's see what we got for the Monk subclasses here. Let's see how they stack up against the rest of them. First subclass we got is Warrior of Mercy. This one's really cool, I think. Basically, you deal necrotic damage or you can heal. So you get the Hand of Harm. When you hit a creature with an unarmed strike and deal damage, you can deal extra necrotic damage. And then you get Hand of Healing as well. And you can expend a focus point to touch a creature and restore a number of hit points equal to a roll of your martial art die plus your wisdom modifier. You can replace one of the unarmed strikes from Flurry of Blows with the use of Hand of Healing without expending a focus point for the healing. I like that a lot. That's really cool. I like how they give you the option to do that. And then you also get Implements of Mercy. You gain proficiency in the Insight and Medicine skills, and proficiency in the Herbalism kit. Nice little flavor. Nice little basil in those scrambled eggs right there. And then you get Physician's Touch at level 6, which basically improves your Hand of Harm and Hand of Healing. Hand of Harm, you also give the creature a poison condition. And then Hand of Healing, you can also end conditions such as blinded, deafened, paralyzed, poisoned, or stunned. And that's at level 6. That's very powerful at level 6. I like that a lot. And then at a level 11, you get Flurry of Healing and Harm. When you use Flurry of Blows, you can replace each of the unarmed strikes with the use of either of the Healing and Harm. Okay? And then at level 17, you get Hand of Ultimate Mercy. I like that. Ultimate Mercy. Your Mastery of Life energy opens a door to the Ultimate Mercy. As a magic action, you can touch the corpse of a creature that died within the past 24 hours and expend 5 focus points. The creature returns a life with hit points equal to 4d10 plus your wisdom modifier. If the creature died with any conditions that you can remove, then they're removed. Dude, what a goat. What a goat. That's really good. Warrior of the Shadow is the next subclass here for Monk. We got level 3, you get Shadow Arts, you get Darkness, where you can expend a focus point to cast a Darkness spell without spell components. And you can see the area within the spell. You can move its area of darkness to a space within 60 feet of yourself. Okay, cool. And you get Dark Vision, which if you already have it, then it increases to another 60 feet. And then you get Shadowy Figments, the Minor Illusion spell. Okay, alright. Nice little flavor there. And then level 6, you get Shadow Step. Well, entirely within dim light or darkness, you can use a bonus action to teleport within 60 feet of an unoccupied space. This is Batman. This is actually Batman here. Because unarmed strike, I mean, you can probably say that, probably not because of the gadgets part, but, I mean, you're in the shadows, you're using unarmed strikes. I think that's fair. You also have advantage on the next melee attack before the end of the current turn if you Shadow Step. Pretty good. Alright. At level 11, you get Improved Shadow Step, where you can draw on your Shadowfell connection to empower your teleportation. You spend a focus point to remove the requirement that you must start and end in dim light. Okay, so you can just do bright light at that point. As part of this bonus action, you can make an unarmed strike immediately after you teleport. Okay, alright, and then at level 17, you get Cloak of Shadows. You use a magic action while entirely within dim light. You expend darkness. You expend 3 points to shroud yourself with shadows for a minute until you have the incapacitated condition, or until you end your turn in bright light. While shrouded by these shadows, you gain the following benefits: you are invisible. You are partially incorporeal. You can move through occupied spaces as if they were difficult terrain. Okay. And then you get Shadow Flurry. You can use your Flurry of Blows without expending any focus points. Very well. Wow, that's really good too. That's really good. I like the Warrior of the Shadow as well. Monks in general just, dude, I don't know what it is about them, but they got some incredible subclasses here. I have a player with this next subclass of the Warrior of the Elements, and so far, let me tell you, I like it. Um, I think she likes it as well. You get reach, so your reach is 10 feet greater than normal, so you get a reach of 15 feet. And then you get your elemental strikes where you can choose acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage rather than its normal damage type. And then you can force a target to make a strength saving throw. Yep. And then that makes it can either push it or pull it 10 feet towards you. So yeah, we like that a lot. And then at level 3, you get the Manipulate Elements, which gives you the Elementalism spell. Nice little flavor there. And then at level 6, you get the Elemental Burst, where you can expend 2 points and cause elemental energy to burst within a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point within 120 feet of yourself. And you choose the element again. And each creature in the sphere must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed, a creature takes damage of the chosen type equal to 3 rolls of your martial arts die. That's really powerful. And then they take half damage on a success. Alright. At level 11, you get Stride of the Elements, while your elemental attunement is active. You also have a fly speed and a swim speed equal to your speed. Alright. Yeah. Dude, this one is crazy. I love this. And in level 17, Elemental Epitome, while your elemental attunement is active, you also gain the following benefits. You get damage resistance to acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder, and you choose it at the start of each of your turns. And you get Destructive Stride. When you use your Step of the Wind, your speed increases by 20 feet until the end of the turn for that duration. Any creature of your choice takes damage equal to one roll of your martial arts dice when you enter a space within 5. So you're moving so quickly, and with so you're moving quickly, and with elements. So when you step up to them, the elements literally damage them. That's so cool. And then you get Empowered Strikes. Once on each of your turns, you can deal extra damage to a target equal to one roll of your martial arts dice. When you hit it with an unarmed strike, the extra damage is the same type dealt by that strike. Okay. Yeah. All right. That's a very powerful subclass. I really like that subclass. On to the Warrior of the Open Hand, which is the classic monk subclass that we all know and love from the OG 2014 5e. So at level 3, you get your Open Hand technique. You get Addle, Push, and Topple. With Addle, the target can't make opportunity attacks. With Push, you push them 15 feet away from you. And with Topple, they have the prone condition. At level 6, you get Wholeness of Body. You gain the ability to heal yourself. As a bonus action, you can roll your martial art die. And you regain the hit points plus your Wisdom modifier. And then you get Fleet Step. When you take a bonus action other than Step of the Wind, you can use the Step of the Wind immediately after that bonus action. That's pretty good at level 11. Alright. And then at level 17, you get Quivering Palm. You gain the ability to set up lethal vibrations in somebody. See, I love this one. I love the... Alright, let's keep reading. When you hit a creature with an unarmed strike, you can expend 4 focus points to start these imperceptible vibrations, which last a number of days equal to your monk level. So automatically it just starts at level 17. So for 17 days, you can put lethal vibrations in someone's body. The vibrations are harmless until you make an action to end them. Alternatively, when you take the attack action on your turn, you can forego one of the attacks to end the vibrations. To end them, you and the target must be on the same plane of existence, and when you end them, the target must make a Constitution saving throw, taking 10d12 force damage on a failed save, or half on a successful. Yeah, I love that one. I would love... How do you... Okay, so you have to hit them with an arm strike. So I love the fact that that could be the ultimate assassin, where you're like over someone's bed as they're sleeping, and you just hit them, and then you run away, right? Or you just have someone teleport you away. And they have no clue, right? Okay, so you have to assassinate a king, for example, okay? You find the king sleeping, you punch him, and then you set up those vibrations in him, and you teleport away. The next day, you watch you watch through the open castle doors as there's like a royal court or something. There's a big event happening, or it could be during a parade. Who knows, man? And then the king's just like giving a speech. He's doing great, and then all of a sudden he just explodes. I love that. Oh man. So okay, let's rank these. Honestly, I think I'm gonna have to put the healing hand in all powerful. Just I think bottom of all powerful I think is pretty good. You know what? Hold on. I just realized we need to put the champion. I think champion might be at the top of all powerful. Yeah. Battle master goes above light domain. It doesn't go above Zealot subclass though. Okay, and then the healing way of the healing Warrior of Mercy. Jeez, I don't know why I kept calling it Way of the Healing Hand. The Warrior of Mercy, I think, can go at the bottom or just above the Light Domain subclass. Maybe goes right above it. And then Warrior of the Shadow, I don't think it can go in all powerful yet. I don't know, it is pretty good. Actually, I think it can go at the bottom of all powerful. Yeah, bottom of all powerful. I think I like the light domain subclass more. And then Warrior of the Elements. Oh man, dude, are we gonna have a sweep with all powerful? Dude, the monk is just so good. I think we do. I think we might have a sweep. The only one I could see maybe is Warrior of the Open Hand. That level 17 one makes up for a lot of the lack though. But I think, yeah, until you reach level 17, it's not doing a whole ton for you. It's doing a little bit, but it's not doing a whole ton. That fleet step where you get Step of the Wind after a bonus action, I think that's really good too. But I think we can probably put that literally, that's a lot of damage. 1d12 or no, 10d12 force damage. That is a lot of damage. So I think we can put that above the war domain subclass and be pretty happy about that. So those are the monk subclasses. All right. Now we have the paladin subclasses, and we're going to start off with the Oath of Devotion. First of all, already at level 3, the Oath of Devotion gets some spells, such as Protection from Evil and Good, Shield of Faith, Aid, Zone of Truth, and those two are at level 5, and there's a few more that you get later on. And then you get a Sacred Weapon. When you take the attack action, you can expend one use of your Channel Divinity to imbue one melee weapon that you are holding with positive energy. For 10 minutes, you add your Charisma modifier to attack rolls you make with that weapon, and each time you hit with it, you cause it to deal its normal damage type or radiant damage. It also emits bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light 20 feet beyond that. Okay, cool. Aura of Devotion. You and allies have immunity to the charm condition while in your Aura of Protection. That's huge. That's awesome. I'm not gonna lie. Paladin subclasses are pretty good. Paladins are just overall like some of the best that you can have. That's the reason that they're in what did I must have in the last video. They get their Smite of Protection at level 15, where their magical smite now radiates protective energy. Whenever you cast Divine Smite, you and your allies have half cover while in your Aura of Protection. Dude, that's so good. And that goes until the start of your next turn. And at level 20, you get Holy Nimbus. As a bonus action, you can imbue your Aura of Protection with Holy Power, granting the benefits below for 10 minutes. Okay, so you get Holy Ward, where you have advantage on any saving throw you are forced to make by a fiend or an undead. Radiant damage. Whenever an enemy starts its turn in the aura, that creature takes radiant damage equal to your charisma modifier plus your proficiency bonus. Alright. And sunlight. The aura is filled with bright light that is sunlight. That's... Now, for level 20, you can probably argue that that's like a meh for level 20. I can get that, but hey, more stuff by the time you get to level 20 is always welcome. So I think overall that's a pretty good paladin subclass. It's all about providing that protection to everybody else, and we like it. I think I like it a lot. Is it the best? I don't think so. We'll get on to those. Next, we have the Oath of Glory, where, let's see here, we have the Inspiring Smite at level 3. Immediately after you cast Divine Smite, you can expend one use of your channel divinity to distribute temporary hit points to creatures of your choice within 30 feet of yourself, which can include you. The total number of temporary hit points equals 2d8 plus your paladin level, divided among the chosen creatures however you like. Okay, alright, cool. You get your Oath of Glory spells. Okay, alright. So just more spells, just like the last one. This time you get, at level 3, you get Guiding Bolt and Heroism. Level 5, you get Enhanced Ability and Magic Weapon. And then level 9, you get Haste and Protection from Energy. And yeah, okay. It's pretty good. At level 3, we get Peerless Athlete. As a bonus action, you can expend one use of your channeled divinity to augment your athleticism for an hour. You have advantage on athletics checks and acrobatics checks. That's really good. For level 3, that's pretty good. And the distance of your long and high jumps increases by 10 feet. Okay, alright. Oath of Glory is a little... We're getting there. Like, all that level 3 stuff right there, that's crazy. That's really crazy. We like that. Okay, alright. So let's keep going. Level 7, you get Aura of Alacrity. Alacrity or Alacrity? Alacrity. I think it's Alacrity, people. I'm not going to look it up. I'm just going to let it happen. Your speed increases by 10 feet already. Alright, so Oath of Glory, we're looking at a good one here. Alright, in addition, whenever an ally enters your aura for the first time on a turn or starts their turn there, the ally's speed increases by 10 feet. Wow. Okay. That is... We're looking at something special here. I think Oath of Glory is looking pretty good. Alright, level 15, you get Glorious Defense. You can turn defense into a sudden strike. When you or another creature you can see within 10 feet of you is hit by an attack roll, you can take a reaction to grant a bonus to the target's AC against that attack, potentially causing it to miss. Okay, alright. If the attack misses, you can make one attack with a weapon against the attack. Dude. And then level 20. Living Legend. So, level 20, you literally become him. You, as a bonus action, you gain the benefits below for 10 minutes. Okay, alright, let's see here. Charismatic. You are blessed with an otherworldly presence and have an advantage on all charisma checks. Okay. Saving throw reroll. If you fail a saving throw, you can take a reaction to reroll it. Wow, okay. And Unerring Strike. Once on each of your turns, when you make an attack roll with a weapon and miss, you can cause that attack to hit instead. Is it weird to say that I think this blows Oath of Devotion out of the water? I think it really does. That is just crazy. Like, okay, let's get this straight. Devotion, it can protect your allies a lot. That's at level 15 though. But you do have immunity to Charmed. I don't know. I think, oh man, I think Oath of Glory blows Devotion out of the water. We're going to keep going. Let's see what we get with Oath of the Ancients. At level 3, you get Nature's Wrath. As a magic action, you can expend one use of your... Okay, alright, let's just keep going. Each creature of your choice that you can see within 15 feet of yourself must succeed on a strength saving throw or have the restrained condition for 1 minute. Okay, alright. They repeat the save at the end of each of its turns. Okay, alright, cool. That's pretty good. Alright, we like that. And it says it's like spectral vines. That's pretty... I like that flavor right there. Oath of the Ancient Spells. Level 3, you get Ensnaring Strike and Speak with Animals. 5, you get Misty Step and Moonbeam. 9, you get Plant Growth, Protection of Energy, Ice Storm, Stone Skin, and Commune with Nature and Tree Stride. Okay, alright, pretty good. Level 7, you get Aura of Warding. Ancient magic lies so heavily upon you that it forms an Eldritch Ward. I like that wording. Blunting energy from beyond the material plane. You and your allies have resistance to necrotic, psychic, and radiant damage while in your Aura of Protection. That's pretty cool. I like that. Level 15, you get Undying Sentinel. When you are reduced to 0 hit points and not killed outright, you can drop to 1 hit point instead, and you regain a number of hit points equal to 3 times your paladin level. Okay, once you use this feature, you can't do so again. So already at level 15, you're level 15, 3 times 15, you're looking at 45 points of health right there automatically. Huh. Additionally, you can't be aged magically, and you cease visibly aging. Nice. That's cool. Level 20, you get Elder Companion. Or, no, Elder Champion. That would be cool if you got a companion with the agents. Alright, but nevertheless, let's keep going. Let's see how this stacks up against the other level 20s. Diminished Defiance. Enemies in the aura have disadvantage on saving throws against your spells and channeled divinity options. Okay. Regeneration. At the start of each of your turns, you regain 10 hit points. Okay. We're looking good. Swift spells. Whenever you cast a spell that has a casting time of action, you can cast it using a bonus action. Look at me. That is crazy. Dude, that level 20 is crazy. Well, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, you're level 20, you're going to be overpowered, but, like, dude, I can see Oath of Devotion being really good against vampires, or just undead in general. Maybe that's what it's for. Maybe it's primarily for undead. I don't know, man. Like, dude, how do you get regeneration and swift spells? I think that just, I don't know if that blows Oath of Glory out the water. I think it's better than Oath of Glory, though. That's just crazy, man. Okay, now we're on to everybody's favorite subclass for Paladin. You all know it. I know it. Let's get it over with. We got the Oath of Vengeance with some of the coolest art in the entire book, along with the monk class art. So let's get straight to it. Level 3 Oath of Vengeance spells. Okay, you get Bane, Hunter's Mark, Hold Person, Misty Step, Haste, Protection from Energy, Banishment, Dimension Door, Hold Monster, and Scrying. Overall, a pretty good set of spells. Dude, honestly, I don't think I can even say anything about any of these. Those are all really good spells. Yeah, okay, alright. So, level 3, you get Vow of Enmity. You expend the use of your channel divinity, and in any creature within 30 feet of yourself, you have advantage on attack rolls against a creature for a minute or until you see this creature again. If the creature drops to 0 hit points before the vow ends, you can transfer the vow to a different creature. Okay, cool. That's cool. No, that's actually really good. That's not just cool, that's really good. Especially for a level 3 feature, that is really good. Level 7, we're looking at Relentless Avenger. Your supernatural focus helps you choose or close off a foe's retreat. When you hit a creature with an opportunity to attack, you can reduce the creature's speed to 0 until the end of its current turn. You can then move up to half your speed as part of the same reaction. This movement doesn't provoke opportunities. That is crazy, man. That is crazy. We're looking at a really good one here. I really hope the level 20 is good. Level 15, you get Soul of Vengeance. Immediately after a creature under the effect of your Vow of Enmity hits or misses with an attack roll, you can take a reaction to make a melee attack against that creature if it's within range. Okay, alright, yeah. That is cool. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. And then level 20, we got Avenging Angel. As a bonus action, of course. Okay, yeah. So, same as all the others, so let's just get straight to what you get. You get Flight, and you get a fly speed. You get Spectral Wings on your back, and you fly for 60 feet. And you can hover, okay? And then you get Frightful Aura. Whenever an enemy starts its turn in your Aura of Protection, that creature must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or have the frightened condition for 1 minute, or until it takes any damage. That is... Attack rolls against a frightened creature have advantage. Okay, so it's not as much as the others, but that Frightful Aura... Because here's the thing. At level 20... Are you really worried about flight all that much? So here's the thing. So you get it for 10 minutes. Okay. I guess that is one thing that we got to remember about some of these too. Okay. All right. So here's the thing. Which ones last for 10 minutes and which ones last for a minute? Let's see here. So the Holy Nimbus for the Devotion lasts for 10 minutes. Okay. We have to remember that. Let's see. The level 20 for Living Legend for Glory lasts for 10 minutes. Okay. So still Oath of Glory, I think, overly surpasses the Holy Nimbus because it lasts for 10 minutes. I think the only one that lasts for 1 minute is just the Elder Champion. I think that hurts it a lot. Now, that's probably them, that is most definitely them counterbalancing the fact that you get to do spells as a bonus action. To be fair though, that is still 10 turns that you get that. So, you're still looking pretty good. And then, Oath of Vengeance, the Avenging Angel lasts for 10 minutes. Yeah. You can also restore your use of it by expending a level 5 spell slot. No action required. Hold on. Can you do that with... Yes, you can. Okay. Can you do that with all the other ones? You can't? Okay. This is why you read, people. This is important. So with every single one of the level 20 features you get as a paladin, you can expend a level 5 spell slot and regain... basically restart the timer for your level 20 feature. That is huge. How many level 5 spell slots does a paladin have at level 20? Let's see. At level 5 you have 2. Okay. So you get 3 minutes with the Elder Champion. You get 30 minutes with all the others. Okay. I think it's time. Let's tier them. Alright. Oath of Devotion. Undoubtedly the weakest one, even though it's still really good. I think... Oath of Devotion goes at the top of That'll Do Donkey. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Oath of Glory goes above Valor, above whatever that one is. Oh man, Glamour goes above Lore, goes above Trickster. Does it go above Berserker? Goes above Berserker. Hold on. This is okay. So we have so many subclasses here right now. This is where it's going to start getting tricky, because now we have to remember certain things. I think. Okay, Psi Energy or the Psi Warrior, I think is just ekes a little bit above the Oath of Glory, because Oath of Glory, yes, you get that at level 20. But the rest of the stuff that you're getting before level 15, I think you get a little bit more out of the Psi Warrior. I'm thinking part of my thinking is, what am I getting before I hit those later levels? What am I getting in the mainstream level of play of D&D, right? And I think, like, you can get really caught up in what you get at later levels, but how many times are you going to hit those later levels? Especially as a newcomer, you're going to get really caught up in those later levels where it's like, oh, that sounds really cool, and then you don't realize it yet, but you're not going to get there as often unless you start at later levels. Um, I think you get more out of the Psy Warrior in the earlier levels than you do the Oath of Glory. I think that's fair. Let's see. For Oath of the Ancients, I think as far as early level play goes, that can go. I think that can safely go above Oath of Glory. I think that can safely go above the Psy Warrior. I think it stays there though, above the Psy Warrior. And then Oath of Vengeance. The thing about Oath of Vengeance is that you don't get an aura, but you do get the Vow of Enmity, and that gives you advantage on a creature for a minute, and then you can transfer that vow. I like it. And then at level 7, okay, yeah, all right. Vow of Vengeance, I think goes. Does it go above the Monk? Way of the Open Hand. Does it go in All Powerful? I don't think it makes it in All Powerful. You know, that's surprising. I don't have a Paladin class in All Powerful. Wow. That is very surprising, actually. I think it's mainly because of the lower levels of play not being as good, but hold on, hold on. Let's go back to Way of the Open Hand real quick. There's a lot more options you get at lower levels. Yeah. And you don't even have to wait till level 20. Granted, it's a level 17, so it's still later on, but it's still before you hit level 20, which I think is huge still. Because that's a lot of XP you got to get from level 17 to level 20. I think just because of the... man. Alright. Oh my gosh, am I really doing this? Yeah, I think I am. I really thought the Paladin, at least one of the Paladin in some classes, I thought would go into All Powerful. As it is, though, I think, man, I think that's how it's gonna go. Yeah. You know what? Oath of the Ancients, though, it's getting a little battered right there. It's going up, up. Is it better than War Domain? I think it sits next to Oath of Vengeance. I like that more. And I think Oath of Vengeance and Way of the Open Hand is almost right next to each other. Like, I think they're pretty much trading blows at this point. I think you could put Oath of Vengeance at the top of That's a Lot of Damage, even at the bottom of All... See, that's the thing, though. I don't think it would fit at the bottom of All Powerful. I really don't. But I think it fits right next to that Monk. I think that's how it's going to go. I think that's how it's going to go. Kill me if you want. Alright, let's hit the Rangers. Let's see what we get here. Alright. Beastmaster. We're hitting the level 3 Primal Companion. You can choose a stat block of Beast of the Land, Beast of the Sea, or Beast of the Sky. So you magically summon a Primal Beast, and you hit one of the stat blocks. Okay. And then you determine what kind of animal it is, choosing a kind of appropriate for the stat block. Okay. See, that's kind of weird. Oh, I guess it can be any animal, but it just follows that stat block instead of the actual animal stat block. Okay, that's fine. Um, that is a little weird, but I guess it would be kind of OP for you to have. Okay, all right, I can understand where it's coming from. All right. Anyways, let's keep going. Um, let's see. The beast in combat. Beast acts during your turn. It can move and use its reaction on its own, but the only action it takes is the dodge action unless you make a bonus action to command it. Okay. Restoring or replacing the beast. If the beast has died within the last hour. Okay. All right. That's all just that's stuff that's important, but not for this video. Level 7, we get exceptional training. When you take a bonus action to command your primal companion beast, you can take an action. To take an action, you can also command it to take dash, disengage, dodge, or help action using its bonus action. Okay, cool, cool, cool. In addition, whenever it hits with an attack roll and deals damage, it can deal your choice of force damage or its normal damage type. Okay, level 11. My bad. Bestial Fury. I almost said furry. When you command your primal companion beast to take the beast strike action, the beast can use it twice. Okay, so you get multi attack. And then you get share spells. When you cast a spell targeting yourself, you can also affect the primal companion beast if the beast is within 30 feet. Okay, cool. Cool. All right. I mean, yeah, that's fine. That's cool. I think that's a perfectly valid subclass. And let's see. So the stat block, it increases its stats based on your level and modifiers. So let's see what happens whenever you're at certain levels here. So AC is 13 base plus your wisdom modifier. So you're probably looking at a plus 2 or 3 based on how, if you roll for your stats or if you go with the standard stats. So you're looking at anywhere around 15 to 16 probably. And then the HP 5 plus 5 times your ranger level. Okay? And then and it also has hit dice. D8s equal to your ranger level. Okay, alright. Makes sense. It understands the languages you know. And then the proficiency bonus equals your proficiency bonus. Okay, yep. And then Primal Bond, add your proficiency bonus to any ability check. Okay. Or saving throw. And then the Beast Strike, bonus melee attack roll. Bonus equals your spell attack modifier. And then the hit is 1d8 plus 2 plus your wisdom modifier. So you're looking at probably anywhere 1d8 plus 4 or 5 at level 1. And you get to do bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage. If the beast moved, your choice when you summon the beast, okay? And if the beast moves at least 20 feet straight toward the target. Okay, wow, that's really good. If the beast moved at least 20 feet straight toward the target before the hit, the target makes an extra 1d6 damage of the same type, and the target has a prone condition if it is a large or smaller creature. Gotta say, I like that subclass. All right, now we're moving on to the Fey Wanderer. We are looking at Beast of the Sky and Beast of the Sea. Pretty much same thing, just with some sky and sea subtext or flavoring onto it. Okay, all right. We don't got to worry about any of that anymore. All right, we are now looking at the Fey Wanderer. Level 3, you get Dreadful Strike. You can augment your weapon strikes with a mind-scarring magic drawn from the murky hollows of the Feywild. Yuri. You hit a creature with a weapon, you can deal an extra 1d4 psychic damage to the target, which can take this extra damage only once per turn. Okay, alright. The extra damage increases to 1d6 when you hit level 11. Alright, cool. Level 3, you get Fey Wanderer spells. Okay, alright, so you get spells with this one. You get Charm Person, Misty Step, Summon Fey, Dimension Door, and Mislead. So, okay, more battlefield control. Cool. At level 3, you get Otherworldly Grammar. Oh! Wait. You also possess a Fey Blessing. Choose it from the Feywild Gifts table or determine it randomly. I like this. Hold on. That's really cool. I like the fact that you could just get a random gift from the Feywild. Okay. So we're going to go through these in order. So you would roll a 1d6, and based on your roll, you get any of these. On a 1, you get illusory butterflies flutter around you while you take a short or a long rest. Okay, this is going to be flavor. Okay, I was more excited. I forgot this was more flavor stuff than anything else. I think it's still cool. I think it would have been cool to have a like actual gameplay mechanic from it, but all right, fair enough. 2, flowers bloom from your hair each dawn. Okay. On a 3, you faintly smell of cinnamon, lavender, nutmeg, or another comforting herb or spice. Okay. On a 4, your shadow dances while no one else is looking directly at it. All right. 5, horns or antlers sprout from your head. See, that is the most gameplay flavor. That's the most gameplay flavor I think, because you can actually make an argument that you can use horns or antlers in combat. So I think that's fair. If any of these, I would want the 5. And then if you roll a 6, your skin and hair change color each dawn. Okay, all right, fine. As oh, what was that YouTuber's name? I just got done watching a video of his. He was looking at the monster manual, and he's known for Warhammer shorts. I wish I remembered his name right now. Anyways, he says, "I'll accept, but I'll accept, but reluctantly." Um, at level 3, we're looking at otherworldly glamour. Whenever you make a charisma check, you gain a bonus equal to your wisdom modifier. Okay, cool. You also gain proficiency in one of the skills of deception, performance, or persuasion. Okay. At level 7, you get beguiling twist. The magic of the Feywild guards your mind. Alright, you have advantage on saving throws to avoid or end the charmed or frightened condition. Very powerful for level 7, okay. In addition, whenever you or a creature you can see within 120 feet of you succeeds on a saving throw to avoid or end the charmed or frightened condition, you can take a reaction to force a different creature you can see within 120 feet of yourself to make a wisdom save against your spell save DC. On a failed save, the target is charmed or frightened. So you're just like, no, now you're charmed or frightened. Okay, cool. At level 11, you get Fey reinforcements. You can cast Summon Fey without a material component. Okay, alright. You can also cast it once without a spell slot. Okay, alright, cool. I was about to say, this needs something else, because I feel like they're just reiterating the fact that you get Summon Fey. And you can cast it this way when you finish a long rest. You regain the ability to cast it this way when you finish a long rest, okay? Whenever you start casting a spell, you can modify it so that it doesn't require concentration. Cool. If you do so, the spell's duration becomes 1 minute for that casting. That's fine. That helps you in combat a lot. That's cool. Basically, they're saying, hey, we know you're probably using Hunter's Mark, so we will get rid of the concentration for the summon. That's cool. We like it. Misty Wanderer at level 15. You can cast Misty Step without expending a spell slot. You can also do so a number of times equal to your Wisdom modifier. Okay, so you can do that up to 5 times as long as your Wisdom is up to 20. And you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. In addition, whenever you cast Misty Step, you can bring along one willing creature you can see within 5. Okay, cool. So you get a mini dimension door. That creature teleports to an unoccupied space of your choice within 5 feet of your destination space. Cool. All right. So far, I'm actually liking these subclasses for the ranger. They're a lot better than I thought they would have been. Let's see what they did to the Gloomstalker. I know this one isn't a new one. Like I said, I didn't have Tasha's Cauldron of everything, so I don't know what the last one was like. But let's see what this is about. Level 3, you get Dread Ambusher. You get the Ambusher's Leap at the start of your first turn of each combat. Your speed increases by 10 feet until the end of that turn. And you get Dreadful Strike. When you attack a creature and hit it with a weapon, you can deal an extra 2d6 psychic damage. And then you can use this benefit only once per turn. And yep, okay, alright, that's fine. Okay, that's cool. And initiative bonus. When you roll initiative, you can add your wisdom modifier to the roll. Okay, pretty good. We like it. You also get spells, so you get Disguise Self, Rope Trick. I'm not even familiar with that one. Fear, Greater Invisibility, and Seeming. Okay, cool. And then you get Umbral Sight. You gain dark vision with a range of 60 feet, and that increases to 120 feet if you already have 60-foot dark vision. Cool. You evade creatures that rely on dark vision. While entirely in darkness, you have the invisible condition to any creature that relies on dark vision to see you in that darkness. Cool. Level 7, you get Iron Mind. You have honed your ability to resist mind-altering powers. You gain proficiency in wisdom saving throws. If you already have this proficiency, you instead gain proficiency in intelligence or charisma saving throws. Your choice. Cool. All right. I like how they were like, okay, if you already have this, then put it somewhere else. Cool. You get Stalker's Flurry at level 11. The psychic damage of your Dreadful Strike becomes a 2d8. Okay. That's fine, I guess. Cool. Hey, so you go from a max of 12 to 16. Fine. In addition, when you use the Dreadful Strike... Okay, alright. So now we actually get some extra features. You can cause one of the following additional effects. Sudden Strike. You can make another attack with the same weapon against a different creature that is within 5 feet of the original target. Okay. And Mass Fear. The target and each creature within 10 feet of it must make a wisdom saving throw against your spell save DC. On a failed save, the creature has a frightened condition. Okay, that one's just immensely better. Okay, it's conditional, but I think that one's just overall better. You want the frightened condition over just another strike, you know? And then at level 15, you get Shadowy Dodge. When a creature makes an attack roll against you, you can take a reaction to impose disadvantage on that roll. Whether the attack hits or misses, you can then teleport 30 feet to an unoccupied space. Cool. Alright, now we're looking at the Hunter subclass, where you get Hunter's Lore. You can call on the forces of nature to reveal certain strengths. Oh! Okay, so what I said about the... See, I wish the Ranger just got that immediately, though. I don't know. I think the Hunter should just get that as a baseline, you know? That's fine. Okay. While the creature is marked by your Hunter's mark, you know whether the creature has any immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities, and if the creature has any, you know what they are. Okay, cool. Level 3, you get to Hunter's Prey. So this... Okay, alright, let me just keep going before I yap. You gain one of the following feature options of your choice. You get Colossus Slayer. Your tenacity to wear down even the most resilient foes. When you hit a creature with a weapon, the weapon deals an extra 1d8 damage to the target if it's missing any of its hit points. You can deal this extra damage only once per turn. Okay. And Horde Breaker. Each on one of your turns, when you make an attack with a weapon, you can make another attack with the same weapon against a different creature that is within 5 feet of the original target. That is within the weapon's range and that you haven't attacked this turn. Okay. Let me keep going. I might have a lot to say about this subclass. Level 7, you get Defensive Tactics. You gain one of the following feature options of your choice. Whenever you finish a short or long rest, you can replace the chosen option with the other one. Escape the Horde. Opportunity attacks have a disadvantage against you, and multi-attack defense. When a creature hits you with an attack roll, that creature has a disadvantage on all other attack rolls against you this turn. Okay. Level 11, you get Superior Hunter's Prey. Once per turn, when you deal damage to a creature marked by your Hunter's Mark, you also deal that spell's extra damage to a different creature that you can see within 30 feet of the first creature. Level 15, you get Superior Hunter's Defense. When you take damage, you can take a reaction to give yourself resistance to that damage and any other damage of the same type until the end of the current turn. Okay, alright. I'm about to yap. This should have been part of the Ranger's class in general. That should have been baseline Hunter right there. I think that is a shame. I understand and I don't understand what they're doing with this Hunter subclass. It makes it so that it's like, oh my gosh, how do I even put it? It's so obviously what you want in the base Ranger that it almost makes it your go-to choice for the Ranger, but all the other subclasses are just superior. The other subclasses are superior in every way, but the Hunter subclass is, like, I feel like if you're a Ranger, right, you're playing and you go, I wish I had more here. And then you look at your subclasses at level 3 and you're like, oh, there's more here. There's more here. And then you realize, you're like, oh, but if I take this, I miss out on all this other cool stuff. What is happening here? Why is this such a weird... Okay. Let's see what I can make out of this. Okay. So maybe, okay, maybe the base hunter, or not hunter, the base ranger class itself is more of a dual wielding sword class, and doesn't turn that. Maybe that's their thought. Maybe they're like, okay, this is more of a dual wielding sword class, because I know some somewhere, I think it was the Dungeon Dudes, there was a video about the Rangers abilities, and they said you can make, I think it was like 5 different hits in a row based on the extra attack and the, I think it's Nick. Let me double check that real quick. Um, let's see, what are we looking at here? Yeah, yeah, Nick. And just based on that, you can probably, you could in theory make a bunch of attacks in the same turn. And then their idea is, okay, if you want bows and arrows, this is more what you're going for as a hunter. It makes sense. I think. Let's see. But the art says otherwise. The art says you're a bow and arrow, and you have a sword, but the art, you see a bow and arrow. I don't know what. Man, Ranger. Okay, I have fallen into the trap that everybody else in D&D does, in saying that we want Ranger to be amazing. We want it to be good. The best way I think we could homebrew this, if you wanted to homebrew it, I personally like playing by the rules, so I limit myself to what the Ranger is and just accept it, and then do with the subclasses as I want. Um, or deal, or just choose whatever subclass I want. I think the best homebrew you could do for this is just take the Ranger and the Hunter and put them together, and then have the 3 other subclasses. That's a lot of extra damage, though. I don't know. I don't know what to do here. That is a lot of extra damage. I feel like at that point it's probably broken. I don't know. I want to know what you guys think, actually. I think the Hunter's lore would be good in the base Ranger. Defensive tactics would probably be good. Maybe it's just anything that deals extra damage should just be left out, and the things that don't do extra damage should be left in. So Hunter's lore, defensive tactics, and superior Hunter's defense sounds about right to me. Yeah. Okay. Well, either way, I'm done yapping. We'll rank these now. All right. So uh, now on a positive note, I do really like these subclasses. They did a good job. I think the Beastmaster probably goes, yeah, right below the Berserker. And then the Fey Wanderer, we're looking at probably, it's good. I think it could be a little better. Um, That'll do Donkey above most of the druids. The Gloomstalker, I think, can be put up. I think the Gloomstalker is probably the best one. Yeah, that's a. I think that's a pretty common way of thinking about the Gloomstalker. I think it goes above Eldritch Knight, goes above Life Domain. I think that goes in between War and Life Domain. And then the Hunter, I think it goes there. Okay, yeah, I guess that's where that's gonna go. I don't know, man. The hunter's really good. Like the thing is, the hunter's so good that we want it to be the baseline ranger, but there's some things in there that would just make it broken. Maybe it goes above Fey Wanderer. Maybe. Yeah, that's fine. I think Fey Wanderer and Hunter can be pretty much hand in hand with each other, but I think Hunter just irks it out just a little bit more. So it goes under the Circle of the Stars, in my opinion. I think that is a fair one. Okay, all right. Well, we only just got a few left, so let's keep it going. Let's see what we got here. So now we're moving on to the rogue subclasses. First of all, we get the Arcane Trickster, when at level 3 we get spellcasting. Okay, you know 3 cantrips, which one is Mage Hand and the other 2 are your choice from the Wizard spell list. Alright. And then you can replace a cantrip except Mage Hand whenever you gain a level. And at level 10 you learn another Wizard cantrip. Alright. Cool, cool. Alright. Holy crap, there's a lot there. Okay, alright. Mage Hand Legerman? I don't know how to say that word. I'll look it up later. When you cast Mage Hand, you can cast it as a bonus action, and you can make the special hand invisible. Okay, cool. You can control the hand as a bonus action, and through it, you can make a dexterity sleight of hand check. Ah, I like that. That's cool. That's cool. So you can just pickpocket as a invisible mage hand. That is cool. Ooh, that almost makes me want to play that class just for that. At level 9, you get magical ambush. Wow, that is a big jump. I mean, that's fine. Okay, let's see what it is. At level 9, you get magical ambush. If you have the invisible condition, when you cast a spell on a creature, it has disadvantage on any saving throw against it. Okay, cool. That's pretty good. Level 13, you get versatile trickster. You gain the ability to distract targets with your mage hand. When you use the trip option of your cunning strike on a creature, you can also use that option on another creature within 5 feet of the special hand. I like the play with the mage hand here. At level 17, you get spell thief. You gain the ability to magically steal.
I don't know, but I found these results on search.
Thanks, Google. Hey Google, go home.
Okay.
I love that thing. Um, where was I? Oh, okay. You steal the knowledge of how to cast another spell from another spellcaster. Immediately after a creature casts a spell that targets you or includes you in its area of effect, you can take a reaction to force a creature to make an intelligence saving throw. The DC, okay, I'm not going to worry about the DC. You negate the spell's effects against you and steal the knowledge of the spell if it is at least level 1 and of a level you can cast. For the next 8 hours, you have that spell prepared. Okay, that is really cool. Could you, in theory, ooh, and it doesn't need to be a wizard spell, you can have one of your teammates, or one of your companion, there we go, one of your companions cast a spell on you. You can negate it, and you can learn it as well. I like that. That's cool. All right, yeah. I might actually play this. That is cool. All right. Next up, we have the assassin. Oh, a short one. Okay, let's see what it has. Level 3, you get assassinate. You have advantage on initiative rolls, and you get, during the first round of each combat, you have advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken its turn. If your sneak attack hits any target during the round, the target takes extra damage of the weapon's type equal to your rogue level. Cool, 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 cool. That is cool. Level 3, you get Assassin's Tools. You gain a Disguise Kit and a Poisoner's Kit, and you have proficiency with them. Cool. Level 9, you get Infiltration Expertise. You are expert at the following techniques that aid your infiltrations. You get Mimicry. You can mimic another person's speech, handwriting, or both if you have at least spent 1 hour studying them, and your speed isn't reduced to 0 by using steady aim. That is really good. Dude. Okay. Assassin's another one that I want to play. Okay, let's just say this. I want to play a rogue so bad. Eventually. Level 13, you get envenom weapons. When you use a poison option of your cunning strike, the target also takes 2d6 poison damage whenever it fails a saving throw. This damage ignores resistance to poison damage. That is cool. Alright. Yeah. Level 17, you get Death Strike. When you hit in a sneak attack on the first round of combat, the target must succeed a con saving throw, or the attack's damage is doubled against the target. Cool! Wow. Alright. Um, Basic, but what it lacks for what is the word for not basic? For what it lacks in complexity, it makes up for in cool factor. Okay, cool. Soul Knife. I have had a player do a Soul Knife character before, and it was really good. Um, Basically, you get floating psionic energy weapons. Well, not really floating. You can carry them, and I think they start floating eventually. Hold on. All right, let's see here. So you get a Soul Knife energy die, and it is a D6, and you get 4 at level 3, and it goes up per level, or not per every level, but um, let's see, that's 2, then 2, then 2. Okay, so level 3, level 5, level 9, level 11, level 13, and then level 17. Cool. Let's see here. Bolster neck. If you fail an ability check using a skill or tool with which you have proficiency, you can roll 1 psionic energy die and add the number rolled to the check. All right. Psionic or psychic whispers. You can establish telepathic communication between yourself and others. As a magic action, choose 1 or more creatures you can see, set up to a number of creatures equal to your proficiency bonus, and then roll 1 psionic energy die. And then for a number of hours equal to the number rolled, the chosen creatures can speak telepathically. Cool. You get Psychic Blades, so it's a simple melee weapon. You get 1d6 Psychic plus the ability modifier used for the attack roll. You get the Finesse and Thrown properties, and you get the Vex Mastery. Cool. The blade vanishes immediately after it hits or misses its target, and it leaves no mark that it deals damage. If it deals damage. After you attack with the blade on your turn, you can make a melee or range attack with a second psychic blade known as a bonus action on the same turn if your other hand is free to create it. The damage die of this bonus attack is 1d4 instead of 1d6. Alright, yep, we like it. Level 9, you get Soul Blades. You can now use the following powers with your Psychic Blades. Homing Strikes. If you make an attack roll with your Psychic Blade and miss the target, you can roll 1 psionic energy die and add the number rolled to the attack roll. If this causes the attack to hit, this die is expended. Cool. And then you get Teleportation. Well, okay. You manifest a Psychic Blade, expend 1 psionic energy die, and roll it. You throw the blade at an unoccupied space. You can see up to a number of feet away equal to 10 times the number rolled. You then teleport to that space and the blade vanishes. Cool. Level 13, you get Psychic Veil. As a magic action, you gain the invisible condition for 1 hour or until you dismiss this effect. This invisibility ends early, immediately after you deal damage to a creature, or you force a creature to make a saving throw. Okay. And level 17, you can Rend Mind. When you can sweep your Psychic Blades through a creature's mind. When you use a Psychic Blades to deal sneak attack damage to a creature, you can force that target to make a Wisdom saving throw. If the save fails, the target has the stun condition for 1 minute. The stun target repeats the save. Yeah. Okay, cool. Level 17 thing is a little hit or miss, but overall, I mean, the Psychic Blades are really good. So yeah, okay, that's cool. And then you get the Thief subclass. Let's see here. So at level 3, you get Fast Hands. Sleight of Hand. Okay, as a bonus action, you get Sleight of Hand. Make a Dexterity Sleight of Hand check to pick a lock or disarm a trap with Thieves' Tools, or to pick a pocket. Cool. And then use an object. Take the Utilize action or take the Magic action to use a magic item that requires that action. That is a lot of action words. Hold on. Take the Utilize action or take the Magic action to use an item that requires that action. Oh. Okay. So you use a magic item as a bonus action if it requires an action to use a magic item. Got it. Okay. We're churning here. The gears are turning. Level 3, you get second story work. You've trained to get into especially hard to reach places. You gain a climb speed equal to your speed, and you can determine your jump distance using your dexterity rather than your strength. Cool. Level 9, you get Supreme Sneak. Your stealth attack. Okay, you gain the following cunning strike option. Stealth attack cost 1d6. If you have the hide action's invisible condition, this attack doesn't end that condition on you if you end the turn behind 3/4 cover or total cover. What is the cost for 1d6? What does that mean? Am I missing something here? Level 5, you get Cunning Strike as a rogue. You remove the die before... Okay, hold on. Each effect has a die cost, which is the number of sneak attack damage dice you must forgo to add the effect. Gotcha. Okay, so... Roger that, rubber ducky. Okay, so if you do it at level 1 or 2, which you're not... Okay, so at level 5, you have 3d6. So instead of rolling 3d6, you would roll 2d6. Gotcha. So it costs you a d6 on your sneak attack, but it doesn't end the invisible condition if you have 3/4 or total cover. Gears are turning, people. Alright, level 13, you use Magic Device. You get Attunement. You can attune up to 4 magic items at once. Charges. When you use a magic item property that expends charges on roll 1d6. On its roll of 6, you use the property without expending the charge. Cool. Scroll. I like how this one can use magic items better than the wizard can. That is cool. I like that. Scrolls. You can use any spell scroll using intelligence as your spellcasting ability for the spell. If the spell is cantrip or a level 1 spell, you can cast it reliably. If the scroll contains a higher level spell, you must first succeed on a Arcana check. On a successful check, you cast the spell from the scroll. On a failed check, the scroll disintegrates. Very nice. Okay. Level 17, Thief Reflexes. You are adept at laying ambushes and quickly escaping danger. You can take 2 turns during the first round of any combat. You can take your first turn as your normal initiative and your second turn at your initiative minus 10. Cool. That is awesome. Thief is so cool. The only thing is, you know what I've realized? Unless it's just a rogue thing now. Let me read something real quick.
2,000 years later.
Okay, ability score improvement makes up for that. I remember seeing a the Tomb of Horrors Arcane Arcade dungeon delve, and one of them played as a thief rogue, and they were able to basically see everything. And they were talking about how Thief is like so good for dungeons, which this Thief still is pretty good for dungeons based on the second story work. But I remember a couple of skills that they said that later on you get in Thief where like you gain advantage in like doing certain things. But I think they took that and put it in the level 4 ability score improvement.
12 seconds later.
No, that's every class that gets... Hold on. No, every class gets that. Why am I thinking of that? I guess Stroke of Luck is okay for that. I'm not familiar with the old Thief, so if any of you have an idea on what they changed there, let me know. Because, yeah, I'm a little confused. I think they lean more into the stealing as a thief, and then also using magic items as a thief, apparently. But, okay, alright. I accept it reluctantly based on your input. That's what I'm going to say about that. So, okay. Let's start with the Arcane Trickster. I think... Man, Arcane Trickster is really good. I think it goes above Oath of Devotion, and that'll do, Duncan. I don't know, actually. You know what? I mean, you do get spellcasting by itself. Alright, that'll do Donkey. Assassin, I think should go up here. It's better than the College of Glamour, that's for sure. Man. Okay. Better than College of Lore. Better than Trickery Domain. Ooh, that's a good question. Okay, I think it sits by Berserker. I think it does. The Soul Knife, I think, goes. You know, it is a little. The Soul Knife, I thought was going to be a little bit better, but I still think. Hmm. I think it goes hand in hand with the Trickster. I think it does. That's hard though. Does it go above? I think it just goes hand in hand with it. I think these two are just basically the same. Like they're in the same league of each other. And then Thief. Above Valor. Above Glamour. Above Lore. Above Trickster. Right there. Yeah. I think I want to put the College of Glamour above Lore. I might put Trickster below Glamour. Oh, that might be crazy though. All right. I think Glamour and Lore. I think Glamour and Lore should trade, but I think they're pretty much equal too. I think, yeah, I like that description better. Okay. All right. Now we're hitting up the sorcerers. We are looking at the first subclass for the sorcerer called Aberrant Sorcery. Dude, okay, I'm not gonna lie, these are going to be some of my favorite subclasses in the whole game. Even though I don't play sorcerers very often, I really like the subclasses that they have. So at level 3, we get psionic spells, and you always have these prepared. Arms of Hadar, calm emotions, detect thoughts, dissonant whispers, and mind sliver. A really good set of spells for the first level that you get the Aberrant Sorcery with. At level 5, you get Hunger of Hadar and Sending, another decent pair of spells. At level 7, you get Avard's Black Tentacles and Summon Aberration, another dude. And then level 9, you get Rary's Telepathic Bond and Telekinesis. Cool, dude. Aberrant Sorcery is one of those that I also want to play. I have a whole list. Okay, so at level 3, you also get Telepathic Speech. You can form a telepathic connection between your mind and the mind of another. As a bonus action, choose one creature you can see within 30 feet of yourself. You and the chosen creature can communicate telepathically with each other while the two of you are within a number of miles of each other, equal to your charisma modifier, minimum of 1 mile. Cool. To understand each other, you each must mentally use a language the other knows. Cool. Alright. At level 6, you get Psionic Sorcery. When you cast any level 1 plus spell from your any leveled spell from your Psionic Spells feature, you can cast it by expending a spell slot as normal or by spending a number of sorcery points equal to the spell's level. Cool. That's decent. If you cast a spell using sorcery points, it requires no verbal or somatic components. That's huge. And it requires no material components unless they are consumed by the spell or have a cost specified in it. Cool. Alright. That is huge. Actually huge. Hey guys. We can cast Guidance with... Wait. Nope. It has to be a level spell. Never mind. Level 6, we're looking at Psychic Defenses. You have resistance to psychic damage, and you have advantage on saving throws to avoid or end the charmed or frightened condition. Cool. Level 14, you get Revelation in Flesh. That is a really cool name for a feature. You can unleash the aberrant truth hidden within yourself. As a bonus action, you can spend one sorcery point or more to magically alter your body for 10 minutes. And it increases based. For each sorcery point you spend, you gain one of the following benefits of your choice. Okay, so you should spend up to 4. Aquatic adaptation, you gain a swim speed equal to twice your speed, and you can breathe underwater. Okay. Gills grow from the back of your neck or flare behind your ears, and your fingers become webbed or you grow wriggling cilia. Cool. So you have become Cell. Glistening flight. You gain a fly speed equal to your speed, and you can hover. As you fly, your skin glistens with mucus or otherworldly light. Gross. See the invisible. You can see any invisible creature within 60 feet of yourself that isn't behind total cover. Your eyes also turn black or become writhing sensory tendrils. Oh, oh! I don't like that. The tendrils. That's cool. Level 18. See, sorcerers are so gross, and it's so cool for it. Warping Implosion. You can unleash a space warping anomaly as a magic action. You teleport to an unoccupied space you can see within 120 feet. Immediately after you disappear, each creature within 30 feet of the space you left must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, the a creature takes 3d10 force damage and is pulled straight toward the space you left, ending in the unoccupied space close to your former space. They only take half damage on a success. Oh, okay. Cool. Dude, that is... I love the changes in your physicality on that one. That's really cool. Clockwork Sorcery. The cosmic force of order. Oh, okay, alright. I'm not reading the flavor text. Level 3, you get Clockwork Spells. So you get Aid, Alarm, Lesser Restoration, Protection from Evil and Good, cool. Dispel Magic, Protection of Energy, cool. Freedom of Movement, Summon, Construct, also cool. And Greater Restoration and Wall of Force, very cool. And you also get like a kind of the same thing as the Feywild gifts, where you also get like certain things. So you roll 1d6, and on a 1, you get spectral cogwheels that hover behind you. On a 2, and this is while you cast any of your sorcerer spells. On a 2, the hands of a clock spin in your eyes. Level 3, your skin not level 3. On a 3, your skin glows with a brassy sheen. On a 4, you have floating equations of geometric shapes overlay your body. So you're basically that gif of the lady thinking really hard, and you have that all that like physics and algebra equations floating around you. Cool. Or it's on your body at least. On a 5, your spell casting focus temporarily takes the form of a tiny clockwork mechanism. Interesting. And on a 6, the ticking gears or ringing of a clock can be heard by you and those affected by your magic. Good reason to go insane. So you also get Restored Balance at level 3. Your connection to the plane of the Absolute Order, allows you to equalize chaotic moments. When a creature you can see within 60 feet of yourself is about to roll a d20 with advantage or disadvantage, you can take a reaction to prevent the roll from being affected by disadvantage and advantage. Cool. Okay. So yeah, another way of divination. Cool. Level 6, you get Bastion of Law. You can tap into the grand equation of existence to imbue a creature with a shimmering shield of order. As a magic action, you can expend 1 to 5 sorcery points to create a magical ward around yourself or another creature you can see within 30 feet of yourself. The ward is represented by a number of d8s equal to the number of sorcery points spent. When the warded creature takes damage, you can expend a number of those dice, roll them, and reduce the damage taken by the total roll. Cool. That is really good. At level 14, you get Trance of Order. You gain the ability to align your consciousness with the mindless calculations of mechanics. Dude, sorcerers have my favorite flavor text whenever it comes to this stuff. It just sounds so cool. Like, this is what I think of when I think D&D. I think cosmic order and absolute order. Like phrases like that just sound so cool. You tap into the grand equation. Like, I should be like standing up and like you tap into the grand equation. That is so cool. Okay. You gain the ability to align your consciousness with the endless calculations of mechanics. As a bonus action, you can enter this state for a minute. For the duration, attack rolls against you can't benefit from an advantage. And whenever you make a d20 test, you treat a roll of a 9 or lower on the d20 as a 10. Very cool. Clockwork Cavalcade. As you momentarily summon spirits of order to expunge disorder around you. As a magic action, you summon the spirits of a 30-foot cube originating from you. The spirits look like Modrons or other constructs of your choice. The spirits are intangible and invulnerable. They can heal. The spirits restore up to 100 hit points, divided as you choose among any number of creatures of your choice in the cube. Cool. Okay. Uh, that is crazy. Well, that is level 18, so that's fine. You get repair. Any damaged objects entirely in the cube are repaired instantly. Awesome. And dispel. Every spell of level 6 and lower ends on creatures and objects of your choice in the cube. Cool. Alright. That is probably some of my favorite flavor text. Like, those two right there are some of my favorite flavor texts of the entire game. So next we have Draconic Sorcery. I hope this one also has really cool flavor text. I forget exactly what the flavor text for it is, so we'll see. Level 3, Draconic Resilience. The magic in your body manifests physical traits of your draconic gift. Oh. Your hit point maximum increases by 3, and it increases by 1 whenever you gain another sorcerer level. Cool. Parts of you are also covered by dragon-like scales, so your AC equals 10 plus your dexterity and charisma modifiers. Cool. You get draconic spells, Alter Self, Chromatic Orb, Command Dragons, and Dragon's Breath. You get Fear, Fly, Arcane Eye, Charm Monster, Legend Lore, and Summon Dragon. Cool. You get Elemental Affinity at level 6. Your draconic magic has an affinity with a damage type associated with dragons. Choose one of those types. Acid, Cold, Fire, Lightning, or Poison. You have resistance to that damage type, and when you cast a spell that deals damage of that type, you can add your Charisma modifier to 1 damage roll of that spell. At level 14, you gain Dragon Wings. As a bonus action, you can cause Draconic Wings to appear on your back. The wings last for an hour, or until you dismiss them. For the duration, you have a fly speed of 60 feet. Once you use a feature... Yeah, okay. Level 18. See, this doesn't have the flavor text like the other ones. Dude, they could have done so much with the... Your draconic ancestry allows you to sprout wings from... Yeah, Okay, anyways. At level 18, you get Dragon Companion. You can cast Summon Dragon without a material component. You can also cast it once without a spell slot, and you regain the ability... Okay, whenever you start casting a spell, you can modify it so that it doesn't require concentration. If you do so, the spell's duration becomes 1 minute for that casting. Awesome. Not as cool flavor text, but it is still a decent subclass. That's... Oh, dude, the other two are just so cool with the flavor, and I need a ramen packet on this one. Alright. Let's go with the Wild Magic Sorcery now. So at level 3, you get the Wild Magic Surge. Your spellcasting can unleash surges of untamed magic. Once per turn, you can roll 1d20 immediately after you cast a sorcerer spell with a spell slot. If you roll a 20, roll on the Wild Magic Surge table to create a magical effect. And if the magical effect is a spell, it is too wild to be affected by your meta magic. I like the thought in putting that. Level 3, you get Tides of Chaos. You can manipulate chaos itself to give yourself advantage on 1d20 test before you roll the d20. Once you do so, you must cast a sorcerer spell with a spell slot or finish a long rest before you can do this feature again. If you do cast a sorcerer spell with a spell slot before you finish a long rest, you automatically roll on the Wild Magic Surge table. Alright? At level 6, you bend luck. You have the ability to twist fate using your wild magic. Immediately after another creature you can see rolls a d20 for a d20 test, you can take a reaction and spend 1 sorcery point to roll 1d4 and apply the number as a bonus or penalty to the d20 roll. At level 14, you get... Dude, I love not being able to speak. Controlled Chaos. You gain a modicum of control over the surges of your wild magic. Whenever you roll on the Wild Magic Surge table, you can roll twice and use either number. Cool. And then level 18, Tamed Surge. Immediately after you cast a sorcerer spell with a spell slot, you can create a effect of your choice from the Wild Magic Surge table instead of rolling on that table. You can choose any effect on the table except for the final row, and if the chosen effect involves a roll, you must make it. You can only do it once before you have to finish a long rest to regain it. Okay, cool. There's a lot of different There's a lot of different stuff that can happen. So I'm not gonna read it all, but just know it's cool. All right. So after reading all those, aberrant sorcery. That is going to have to go, dude. Honestly, I'm gonna be 100 with you, Chief. I think that goes in. That's a lot of damage. Not no. Okay. I think it's equal to the Oath of Vengeance. Not as good as the Oath of Vengeance, though. The flavor for it puts it that much higher, though. Clockwork Sorcery, all powerful. All powerful. Easily all powerful. Let's put this in... Dare I put it above Zealot. Dare I put it above Zealot? Dare I? No. Yes. No. It's equal with Path of the Zealot, and because Path of the Zealot was there first, Big Brother has to take precedent over Little Brother. Dude, yeah. Easily all powerful. Easily. Yeah. Draconic Sorcery. This is unfortunate. I would love to be able to see Draconic Sorcery be better than this. I think it's fine. That'll do, Donkey. Yeah, that'll do, Donkey. Wild Magic. It's a fun one. The amount of fun you can have is cool. I think for a lot of people, though, again, it's my opinion of it, but I think the randomness throws a lot of people off. So this is okay. This is ranking them by their abilities, not how much fun we have with them. And Wild Magic, I think, goes in for that. I don't know. It's mini Clockwork. Clockwork, you get no detractors from what you do. With Wild Magic, you do. Yeah. I think that makes sense. I think Clockwork is just a superior, an all-powerful superior being to Wild Magic. That makes absolute sense. All right, hear me out. Clockwork is the control. It is all-powerful control. Wild Magic is all-powerful chaos. And that is why they go on completely opposite parts of the tier list. But Wild Magic goes above Circle of the Sea, 100%, just because of how fun it is. Yep. Hate me if you want. And, yep, okay. That's all of them. Okay, hold on. Draconic Sorcery goes below Stargate Form. Yeah. Goes below Hunter. Yep. I feel like if I had more flavor text for Draconic Sorcery, I'd be like, oh, this is so cool. But there's not even any flavor text for it. Alright. Next up, we have the Warlock. We're almost finished here, people. We're almost finished. Can you believe it? Alright. So, onto the Warlock subclasses. First up, we got the Archfey Patron. At level 3, you get the Archfey spells. You get Calm Emotions, Fairy Fire, Misty Step, Phantasmal Force, and Sleep. All at level 3, by the way. Very good. At level 5, you get Blink and Plant Growth, and then you get Dominate. This is later on. You get Dominate Beast and Greater Invisibility, Dominate Person, and Seeming. Incredible list of spells right there. Very good. And then you also get Steps of the Fae. You can cast Mystic Step without expending a spell slot a number of times. That is crazy for level 3. That is absolutely insane for level 3. Okay, let's keep it going. In addition, whenever you cast that spell, you can choose one of the following additional effects. Refreshing Step immediately after you teleport. You or one creature you can see within 10 feet of yourself gains 1d10 temporary hit points. Crazy, dude. Taunting Step. Creatures within 5 feet of the space you left must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw against your spell save DC or have disadvantage on the attack rolls against creatures other than you. Hold on, let me reread that. I think I just completely read that out without understanding any language that was just said. Creatures within 5 feet of the space you left must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or have disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures other than you until the start of your turn. That's cool. That is incredible for level 3. Incredible. Good spells, and you get the Misty Step, and then it goes further with Misty Escape at level 6. You can cast Misty Step as a reaction in response to taking damage, and you get the following effects. Disappearing Step. You have the invisible condition until the start of your next turn, or until immediately after you make an attack roll, deal damage, or cast a spell, and then you get Dreadful Step. Creatures within 5 feet of the space you left or the space you appear in, your choice, must make a Wiz saving throw against your spell save DC or take 2d10 psychic damage. That is insane. That is awesome. I'm playing it as an Archfey patron too. At level 10, you get Beguiling Defenses. Your patron teaches you how to guard your mind and body. You are immune to the charm condition. Dude, hold on. Are we having an all-powerful moment here? In addition, immediately after a creature you can see hits you with an attack roll, you can take a reaction to reduce the damage you take by half. You can force the attacker to make a Wiz saving throw. On a failed save, the attacker takes psychic damage equal to the damage you take. Once you use this reaction, you can't use it again until you finish long. Yeah, okay, alright. Or unless you spend a pack magic spell slot. Okay, alright, cool. Level 14. Oh, it stops at level 14. This is going to be huge for all of these subclasses. Level 14, you get Bewitching Magic. Your patron grants you the ability to weave your magic with teleportation. Immediately after you cast an enchantment or illusion spell, using an action in a spell slot, you can cast Misty Step as part of the same action. Brother. Archfey patron is crazy. Dude, I want an Archhag as my patron. Alright, let's go on to the Celestial patron. This better be good. All of these have to be as good as that, right? Let's hope so. Alright, so you get Celestial spells at level 3. Aid, Cure Wounds, Guiding Bolt, Lesser Restoration, Light, and Sacred Flame. That is an incredible spell list. And then you get Daylight, Revivify, Guardian of Faith, Wall of Fire, Greater Restoration, and Summon Celestial. Absolutely insane. Level 3, you get Healing Light. You have a pool of d6s to fuel some healing. The number of dice in the pool equals 1 plus your Warlock level. Cool. As a bonus action, you can heal yourself or one creature you can see within 60 feet of yourself, expending dice from the pool. Maximum number of dice you can expend at once equals your charisma modifier. Okay, alright. Roll the dice you expend and restore a number of hit points equal to the roll's total. Cool. Alright. Radiant Soul at level 6. Your link to your patron allows you to serve as a conduit for radiant energy. You have resistance to radiant damage. Once per turn, when a spell you cast deals radiant or fire damage, you can add your charisma modifier to that spell's damage. Cool. Level 10, Celestial Resistance. You gain temporary hit points whenever you use your Magical Cunning feature or short rest or long rest. Okay. Temporary hit points equal your Warlock level plus your Charisma modifier. Additionally, choose up to 5 creatures you can see to gain when you gain hit points. Those creatures each gain temporary hit points equal to half your Warlock level plus. Okay, cool. I think that Healing Light saving this really hard. Actually, those spells are also saving this really hard too. Level 14, you get Searing Vengeance. When you or an ally within 60 feet of you is about to make a death saving throw, you can unleash radiant energy to save the creature. That's crazy. The creature regains hit points equal to half its hit. Each creature of your choice that is within 30 feet of the creature takes radiant damage equal to 2d8 plus. And has the blinded condition. Dare I say it? These might be. Are we going to get a sweep of all powerful? We might have an all powerful sweep here. If these are as good as all of this, we might get an all powerful sweep. Fiend Patron. Alright, let's see what we got. At level 3, you get Dark One's Blessing. When you reduce an enemy to 0 hit points, you gain temporary hit points equal to your Charisma modifier plus your Warlock level. You also gain this benefit if someone else reduces an enemy within 10 feet of you to 0 hit points. You get Fiend spells. You get Burning Hands, Command, Scorching Ray, Suggestion, Fireball, Stinking Cloud, Fire Shield, Wall of Fire, Geas, and Insect Plague. Okay. Not as good as the others, I think. Commands are okay. Command and Suggestion is pretty good. Let's see what the rest of it has to say. Level 6, you get Dark One's Own Luck. You can call upon your Fiendish Patron to alter fate in your favor. When you make an ability check or a saving throw, you can use this feature to add 1d10 to your roll. Okay. You can do so after seeing the roll, but before any of the roll's effects occur. Okay, yep, that makes sense. Okay, cool. Level 10, you get Fiendish Resilience. Choose one damage type other than Force. Whenever you finish a short or long rest, you have resistance to that damage type until you choose a different one. And then the level 14, you get Hurl Through Hell. Once per turn, when you hit a creature with an attack roll, you can try to instantly transport the target to the lower planes. The target must succeed on a Charisma saving throw against your spell save DC, or the target disappears and hurls through Nightmare Hellscape. The target takes 8d10 psychic damage if it isn't a fiend and has the incapacitated condition until the end of your next turn. That is crazy. Okay. I'll say not as good, but still really powerful. I like that one. That isn't as crazy. I like the Hurl Through Hell and the Dark One's Own Luck, though. Oh man, that is really good. Okay. That is really good. And then the Great Old One Patron. At level 3, you get Awakened Mind. You can form a telepathic connection between your mind and a mind of another. Bonus action, within 30 feet. Number of miles equal to your Charisma modifier. Yep. Okay. So same old. As the Aberrant Sorcery. Okay. You get Great Old One spells. Detect Thoughts, Dissonant Whispers, Phantasmal Force, Tasha's Hideous Laughter, Clairvoyance, Hunger of Hadar, Confusion, Summon Aberration, Modify Memory, Telekinesis. Okay. That's good. That's really good. Let's keep it going. Psychic spells. When you cast a Warlock spell that deals damage, you can change its damage type to Psychic. In addition, when you cast a Warlock spell that is an enchantment or illusion, you can do so without verbal or somatic component. Insane. Cool, let's keep it rolling. Clairvoyant Combatant. When you form a telepathic bond with a creature using your Awakened Mind, you can force that creature to make a Wisdom saving throw against your spell save DC. On a failed save, the creature has disadvantage on attack rolls against you, and you have advantage on attack rolls against that creature for the duration of the bond. Once you use this feature... Okay. Insane? Let's keep it going. Eldritch Hex. Your alien patron grants you a powerful curse. See, this is the kind of flavor that I want. Level 10. Anyways, I didn't even read it. You always have the Hex spell prepared. When you cast Hex and choose an ability, the target also has disadvantage on saving throws of the chosen ability for the duration of that spell. Cool. Level 10, you get Thought Shield. Your thoughts can't be read by telepathy or other means unless you allow it. You also have resistance to psychic damage, and whenever a creature casts a psychic damage to deal psychic damage to you, that creature takes the same amount of damage that you take. Awesome. And level 14, you get Create Thrall. When you cast a Summon Aberration, you can modify it so that it doesn't require concentration. It becomes a minute, and the Aberration has a number of temporary hit points equal to your Warlock level plus your Charisma modifier. In addition, the first time each turn the Aberration hits a creature under the effect of your Hex, the Aberration deals extra psychic damage to the target equal to the bonus damage of that spell. Absolutely insane. Alright, let's rank them. Alright, people, you ready for this? Archfey Patron. Uh, yep, yep, yep. Right below. You know what? Just because of where you get these things, like at what levels you get them. Um, yeah, all powerful. You know what? All powerful. Ooh, does it go above champion though? Ooh, that's a good one. I don't think it goes above champion. I think it stops at champion. Mm, mm, does it? Does it? Ew, dude, I'm really thinking it might go above champion. Let's keep it there for now. Okay, Celestial Patron. Dude, these are going so hard. Wait. Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. Okay, my bad. Celestial Patron. Right there. Yes. Yes. Um. Yeah, yeah, right there. Okay. Fiend. Someone might hate me for this, but I think it goes there. Yep, that's a lot of damage. Great old one. Crazy, 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 crazy. Almost a full sweep, I think. Almost a full sweep. Yep, I like that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are down to the last four. We have the wizard subclasses next. Here we go. So first off, we have the Abjurer. At level 3, we get the Abjuration Savant. Choose 2 wizard spells from the Abjuration School, each of which must be no higher than level 2, and add them to your spellbook for free. Uh, in addition, whenever you gain access to a new level of spell slots in this in this class, you can add one wizard spell. Okay, I have a feeling this is going to be it for all of it. Yeah, okay. So those are just base. You get a lot more spells. Okay, that's fine. Cool. Level 3, you get Arcane Ward. You can weave magic around yourself for protection. When you cast Abjuration spell with a spell slot, you can simultaneously use a strand of spell's magic to create a magical ward on yourself that lasts until you finish a long rest. The ward has a hit point maximum equal to twice your wizard level plus your intelligence modifier. Cool. Whenever you take damage, the ward takes the damage instead. If you have any resistances or vulnerabilities, apply them before reducing the ward's hit points. Cool. Alright, you take any remaining damage if it hits 0 HP. Okay. Whenever you cast an Abjuration spell with a spell slot, the ward regains a number of hit points equal to twice the level of the spell slot. And okay, so the ward stays at 0 HP. Alternatively, as a bonus action, you can spend a spell slot and the ward regains a number of hit points equal to twice the level of the spell slot expended. Cool. Once you create the ward, you can't create it again until you finish a long rest. Cool. Okay. At level 6, Projected Ward. When a creature that you can see within 30 feet of yourself takes damage, you can take a reaction to cause your Arcane Ward to absorb that damage. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. And it applies resistances or vulnerabilities of the creature that you put it on. Cool. Level 10, Spellbreaker. You always have the counterspell and dispel magic spells prepared. In addition, you can cast a spell magic as a bonus action, and you can add your proficiency bonus to its ability check. Cool. When you cast either spell with a spell slot, that slot isn't expended if the spell fails to stop its spell. Cool. Level 14, Spell Resistance. You have advantage on saving throws against spells, and you have resistance of the damage of spells. Okay. Decent. Decent. I think that's... It's okay. It's okay. Probably better at later levels, but for lower levels, it's okay. What's saving this one is probably, honestly, the Abjuration Savant, and... Yeah, because you're an Abjurer, you're protecting everything. But overall, the actual feats mostly have to do with the Arcane Ward, and it's probably really good later on. Like, I can see... Let's see. Yeah, I can see, like, by level... Like, levels 5 through 10, it's probably really good. And then later on, I think it might... Obviously, later on, it's going to be really good, too. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so next we have the Diviner subclass. At level 3, you get Divination Savant. Yep, okay, we all know that one. Level 3, you get Portent. Glimpses of the future begin to press on your awareness. Whenever you finish a long rest, roll 2 d20s and record the numbers rolled. You can replace any d20 test made by you or a creature that you can see with one of these foretelling rolls. You must choose to do so before the roll, and you can replace a roll in this way only once per turn. Each foretelling roll can be used only once. When you finish a long rest, you lose any unused foretelling rolls. Cool. Okay. Level 6, you get Expert Divination. Casting divination spells comes so easily to you that it expends only a fraction of your spellcasting efforts. When you cast a divination spell using a level 2 plus spell slot, you regain 1 expended spell slot. Wait. The slot you regain must be of a lower level than the slot you expended. That is insane. That's cool. At level 10, you get the Third Eye. You can increase your powers of perception as a bonus action. Choose one of the following benefits, which lasts until you start a short or a long rest. Okay. Dark Vision. You gain Dark Vision with a range of 120 feet. Greater Comprehension. You can read any language. Cool. And See Invisibility. You can cast See Invisibility without expending a spell slot. Crazy. Level 14, you get Greater Portent. The visions of your dreams intensify and paint a more accurate picture in your mind of what is to come. Roll 3 d20s. Cool, rather than 2. Alright. Crazy. But we all knew that one was going to be crazy, let's be honest. Next is the Evoker. Evocation Savant. Level 3, you get Potent Cantrip. Your damaging cantrips affect even creatures that avoid the brunt of the effect. When you cast a cantrip at a creature and you miss with the attack roll, or the target succeeds on a saving throw against a cantrip, the target takes half the cantrip's damage, but suffers no additional effect from the cantrip. Cool. Awesome. Level 6, you get Sculpt Spells. You can create pockets of relative safety within the effects of your evocations. When you cast an evocation spell that affects other creatures that you can see, you can choose a number of them equal to 1 plus the spell's level. The chosen creatures automatically succeed on their saving throws against the spell, and they take no damage. Okay, so good area of effect one right there. I like that. Level 10, Empowered Evocation. Whenever you cast a wizard spell from the evocation school, you can add your intelligence modifier to 1 damage roll of that spell. Cool. Level 14, you get Overchannel. You can increase the power of your spells. When you cast a wizard spell with a spell slot of levels 1 through 5 that deals damage, you can deal maximum damage with that spell on the turn you cast it. The first time you do so, you suffer no adverse effect. If you use this feature again, before you finish a long rest, you take 2d12 necrotic damage for each level of the spell slot immediately after you cast it. This effect ignores resistance and immunity. Cool. Okay, and the necrotic damages per spell level increases by 1d12. Awesome. I really like that you get the choice to actually do that again. That's really cool. And, I mean, as far as evocation spells, I just want to see real quick. 1 second. Yep. Yep. Okay. Yeah, that could be insane. That could be crazy. I cast Fireball. Next is the Illusionist. Uh, Illusionist Savant. Yep. Level 3. You get improved illusions. You can cast illusion spells without providing verbal components of it. And if an illusion spell you cast has a range of 10 plus feet, the range increases by 60 feet. You also know the minor illusion cantrip. If you already know it, you learn a different wizard cantrip of your choice. It doesn't count against the cantrips known. You create both a sound and an image with a single casting. Okay, cool. And you can cast it as a bonus action. Awesome. Level 6, you get phantasmal creatures. You always have the summon beast and summon fey spells prepared. At level 6, you can change its school to illusion, which causes a summoned creature to appear spectral. You can cast the illusion version of each spell without expending a spell slot, but casting it without a slot halves the creature's hit points. Cool. I like that. Level 10, you get Illusory Self. When a creature hits you with an attack roll, you can take a reaction to interpose an illusory duplicate of yourself between the attacker and yourself. The attack automatically misses, then the illusion dissipates. Okay, cool. And level 14, you get Illusory Reality. You become reality. You have learned how to weave shadow magic into your illusions to give them a semi-reality. When you cast an illusion spell with a spell slot, you can choose one inanimate, non-magical object that is part of the illusion and make that object real. You can do this on your turn as a bonus action while the spell is ongoing. Object remains real for 1 minute, during which you can't deal damage. It can't deal damage or give any conditions. For example, you can create an illusion of a bridge over a chasm and then make it real and cross it. Ladies and gentlemen, that is crazy. Okay, we have done it. Alright, so Abjurer. It's okay. I think that goes in, that'll do donkey. Right there. That's fine. Let's see. We're looking at the Diviner now. We know where this is going. Wow. It's almost like it's basically clockwork sorcery. Yep. That's where that's going. Evoker. Potential for that's a lot of damage. That is crazy potential for that's a lot of damage. In fact, it's so much potential for that's a lot of damage that it has to go above the monk. Absolutely insane. And then Illusionist. I like the fun you can have with this one. And for that, Illusionist goes in the near... That's fair. That's fair. Illusionist goes above Trickery Domain. That's fair. Ladies and gentlemen, we have done it. We have tiered every subclass of the 2024 D&D Player's Handbook. I feel accomplished today. And if you have watched till the end, you are an absolute Chad. No, I have to say, most of these subclasses, I have to say, I really want to play. Dude, I have to play every single one of these. I enjoyed this a ton, and I can't wait to provide you with even more content. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. I have to start remembering to say that at the beginning of the videos now. And then, yeah, with that, you all have a great rest of your day, night, wherever you watch this. Have a good day overall, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. See you.